Welcome everybody to another Saturday Film Club with my pick today, Brotherhood of the Wolf, our fourth, this would be, foreign movie. But what we got, Akira, Battle Royale, and The Seventh Seal. So this is going to be, our first French movie. Sandy, how are you first going around?
I'm doing great. The weather has broken. It is fall here. Although we're expecting a nor'easter tomorrow, but hey, it's been a good weekend. How about you, Jay?
I'm good. No complaints. Happy to be joining you for another film club.
Yeah, so this is had to be a movie that nobody's ever heard of. Definitely, it's going to be. Nope. It's definitely going to be my pick, isn't it? So guaranteed. I think you've said previously you had not watched this movie from it's a 2001 Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Nope, never even heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Now, I must say, it does have, Jay, if I remember, one of your worst characters done by the actor in it from, because, was it Oceans 12 and 13?
That was 13, yes. He was,
Vincent.
I can never remember his name, but he was I forget what they call him in that movie. It's like the cat, some kind of cat burglar or something. I forget what the name of his name is, but yes, he is the guy they're trying to pull it over.
They call him Le Chat, right? It's like,
was that what it was
in French? Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Now,
what a disappointment that movie was.
It was. He does that kind of thing around the lasers. He does that dance through the laser maze. Yeah,
it's a bit odd. It's not very good.
Now, does anybody Julia Roberts one when they pull the Julia Roberts trick, right? I'm thinking of it. Yeah, that's
yes. I think
Bruce Willis comes in and they do the you look like Julia. Like, geez, man, come on.
Yeah, it is not good. Does anybody know? Let's see how good you are. Then what's Manny been in recently as well? Take off his hair, make him bald.
I honestly don't know, but I did think he looked somewhat familiar.
Hair. Can I cheat?
I'm gonna cheat really quick here and look
because
I don't know, but he looked so familiar.
Keanu in it.
He looks so familiar.
John Wick. He's John Wick.
He's in John Wick.
Is he?
I don't know, but I don't remember.
He's in Free. He's the main baddie, kind of like in
I
Free.
didn't see that one.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've only seen 3 once. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a picture of him now. This looks familiar. Yeah. I knew his face. His face is just very defined. So I'm like, this guy looks incredibly familiar.
Yeah.
He is the narrator in the video version of Battle Royale. And so I'm guessing then his skills are real because now I'm looking at all the movies. He's.
Oh yes, you actually look. His father actually invented a martial arts style, and he was formed off it. He's literally he's born in Hawaii with Japanese descent. And I think his mother was Irish Japanese. That's a crossover. But he's a full inducted into the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. He's
oh wow.
He's bloody good.
He was awesome. He's probably my favorite part of the movie. Not to spoil
I think so too. I think so too. But I'm looking at all these, films for which his skills were obviously used. Double Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
He was in The Island of Dr. Moreau. There's one that will never make it on. Please, onto the wheel.
Unless somebody picks it as, I don't know, not the worst one you hate. It's just a bad movie. Maybe you should put that on the list.
No, he was in, so good on him. Yeah, I did think his performance was really great. Watching those sequences was good. So,
now
I would have had no idea.
Now we're we've got two parts to the movie scene. It's set the 18th century, but the main part of the movie is 1760s, and then we've got just before the French Revolution. So we got the revolts. What the movie starts off with. So bear with us because there's a lot of jumping and there's a narration. Now, what did you watch it in? Because I guess this movie was quite hard to find. So did you get the dubbed or did you get the subtitled?
So I got the free version. Jay, I hope you found the free version on Amazon Prime. It was included with Prime. I was looking for a subtitle version and could not find one. So I did watch the dub, but you're right. The dub was not bad. It was
same. I ended up watching it on Amazon Prime, and it was the free version, which was dubbed, but I had no issue with it. And I'm pretty strict on leaning subtitle over dubbed. But yeah, I really got to say it didn't bother me in this much.
Now, lucky enough,
so I'm sorry to say
I had this, so I had the DVD. I watched both versions because I couldn't remember, and I was like, I remember the dub not being bad, and it's not. It's like
there's
only one part of it. I was like, what is bad? And it's we'll get to it. It's the Lady of the Night in the thing is when she goes in with this like East London accent. Oh, I'll have him. And it's like that. That's the only bit I don't like. Apart from that, I think a lot of the actors who did English did their own voiceover because I think Vincent Cassel? I think that's his voice. I think actors. So I think that is actually his voice. There's a lot of them crossed over to Hollywood, so I'm guessing that's it. But I can't. The dubbed actually not a bad dub.
It was okay, and the voices seem to fit because sometimes
that was my thing.
Sometimes they don't fit. Sometimes they don't match the expression of the actors. And
it's not a Netflix movie. That's when it gets bad. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah, this was not a cheap production, obviously, but no, it was really good. And the other thing that I noticed was sometimes, at least, and I'm not sure, and I think Daryl's mentioning the edited one on YouTube. Sometimes in a dubbed version, there are weird edits to avoid some really impossible things. I didn't think that there were any weird edits that I saw, although I wouldn't have anything to compare it to. So James, you would be able to compare, but I didn't see anything. It seemed to flow quite well.
Yeah, there's not much. I think how it was, the cinematography shot well, that it could, it could have that, especially where there's a lot of chase action in the movie itself. Like there are bits where they're having quite a big speech, but it doesn't mismatch. It's not like you're watching a really bad dubbed like 1970s kung fu movie, let's say that. So it streams out. It's okay. The only thing I would actually say about the non-dubbed, I suppose you want that, is there was a couple of characters, because it's you're reading the subtitles, they sound the same. And their accents exactly the same. So you're put off of who's speaking because you're reading subtitles. The only bit I actually have on that is like, you could have made them a bit more rusty. They seem to like really like, exactly the same kind of dialogue, like vocal cord. So it's kind of hard. But apart
you
from
might have caught that because you've seen it more times than we have. I didn't seem to catch that. So, but I thought it was real.
But that was when they were speaking French, not when they're dubbed. So you wouldn't have got it. Is when they're speaking French. That's it. But I must say, like before, this is my pick. It was at a time that this is my. I must say, this is my stepfather's fault, really. This movie, it's not even on the list because he got into French movies at this time. So when I kept on coming home off leave from the Royal Air Force, he kept on putting on these weird French movies that, like, I'm guessing they were like 2001, I think this is. So they started to get more readily available, Delicatessen, Children of the because I think Children or something. Anyway, but there's loads of them started coming out, and French movies started getting a bit more budget, let's say that. And I love the time period. I love this time period of history, like, just before the we're going to call it the Rebellion War. You might call it something else in 1776. I don't know.
Well, it's when everything's kind of falling apart. It's when
it is.
It's when I always say the Americans went into the revolution with a plan. the French went into their revolution without a plan, which devolved into the terror. And that's kind of, I do like that this film is wrapped around that the person who's writing his memoir, kind of in a Bilbo Baggins way, sorry to say that, but is wrapped around, many, many, many years before. And now he's wound up in the terror, which you can't, it doesn't matter what side you're on. If the mob's against you, the mob's against you. But I do like that. I like the way it was set.
Yeah, this is Thomas de Planchette. I'm going to butcher. My French is awful. So
I'm not even going to try.
I'm going to butcher it as least I can. But he is now, I'm guessing, the Lord of the Mountain. You just don't really know at this point who he is because he's just doing a voiceover. He's valet, I'm guessing, is you need to leave. We hear kind of noises in the background. So we kind of understanding straight away this is the peasants' revolution like that actually happening. This is, this a time in France you don't want to have a little bit of money or a little bit of land, let's say that. But I do like the start of it because you have this and he does the voiceover, like the kind of when to explain the time jumps, I suppose you want to call it. They're only subtle, but he does come on to explain a lot of it as a voiceover. But then it gets quickly after he explains about the beast of this is where I'm going to butcher it. Garias, really bad. Where the province is in France. I know it's like
we're leaving it to you.
Yeah, I'm entirely useless for this portion
leave it to me.
Stream.
I have bad enough English trouble reading.
Well, you're always saying we have bad English, so we can't help you.
Touche.
Yeah, you muted us last week because we say root or route in a way that is distasteful to you.
That's because you just invent words. They don't actually think. At least I'm trying to say
improve words. Improve them. That's the word.
Well, there you go. I'm improving the French language.
There you go. Fair enough. You can take that up with the French. I'll leave that one to you.
We beat him every time. It's fine. But we get on this is I'm guessing it's a farmhand, a whatever. We don't know things, but she's running through the fields, gets to like the side of a cliff. Yeah, and it's kind of brutal, this bit. It's quite good.
Yeah.
I guess you weren't expecting straight off the bat, as you guys would say, is it's boom. Oh, there's something like that because it's a quite a okay. I'm in this kind of movie. It's kind of her gets smashed against the bricks. Her back gets snapped. And gets crawled away. So yeah, our first death is within, I don't know, less than 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. So it's a good, I think it's good. And then of course we get then the voiceover, was it 1764, of that. So this is 1776 is the end of the French Indo Wars, French Indian Wars, I'm guessing. Sandy, go on, historian.
I think probably 2 years 65? Before that, 1774, because in 1776 we're a little busy with other things over here.
No, right. So 1764 French Indian Wars, isn't it? 1776, 1765. Sorry, it had to be then. 1765.
Yes.
Yeah, had to be then. So this is a year before. Yeah. So this is a year before the French lose, as they class it. I like it in this, like this New France. So they about to lose kind of everything. So yeah, they don't like the Brits. But we get these two riders coming into the province they said it's Gregory de Fronsac, and he's a companion. At the moment, we just called it the companion. But yeah, they get kind of straight on, and I have to do the dark because it is a very dark movie. The beginning of it is we see. I'm guessing these are supposed to be gypsies, like the French gypsies, or they don't really explain.
At the very least, they seem like wanderers, I guess.
Yeah,
like they seem something of that kind of nature. Like they go kind of area to area. I couldn't quite. That was kind of one of my issues with the movies. I couldn't quite tell what this, them two specifically, but also the kind of group that they're with. Couldn't tell what exactly they were or where they came from or what their kind of motive was.
I'm guessing in the books maybe they relate to it more, or that, or the history. That's why I always like this. It's of course it's fantasy. I would always class this as a fantasy. But they're running away. They can see, and then we kind of get a group of men dressed as women with I don't know what you're gonna call it, staffs, kicking the crap out of the man, and then they've held the woman kind of like hostage at the moment, and they look around. And then they see, our two fellows, and then
our two fellows and badass Manny
and Manny,
and Manny in a minute.
And it just goes into him, and literally, I do like it because this is really good, well shot, just because of the rain, and he just acts so cool, like he just grabs, and he just like absolutely destroys them.
Great wardrobe too. These little outfits here look really cool with the whole the collar going all the way up to the eyes, the hat. It's I think honestly the whole movie really good wardrobe.
Yeah, the costume design, we'll get into that. I think some like especially the women. I think like when you get like that each time they come in, it's period and they come in, but they come in with some grand thing. And I do like how they got the colors right in that, because it's later we associate blue with the French because of Napoleon, because he changed it, like he changed, get things about the reds and everything and all the pop in, like I did like it. And then the hierarchy, you can't wear certain colors, like if you, I thought that was quite clever of the costume designers to get, it's period, so we're actually going to make it your ranking in society, you have to wear certain colors. So that I thought that was a very, very clever of them. But so Manny just literally kicks the crap out of him, and I mean, and I think I said earlier, I thought he was, I kind of missed, I because I hadn't seen it for a while, I thought he was not Native American. I thought he was East Asian and got mixed up, but no, he's actually a Native American who has like martial arts skills.
Iroquois,
good ones at that.
So we get Manny, he kicks ass, and then of course we get Fronsac, questions what are you doing? What are these people done wrong? And they know he's nobility, so they call him sir straight away. And then they give him the cash because they were doing it because what was it, the horse or something died or something, or was lame, but he's a healer, and he actually did heal him. They just didn't treat him well. Now I didn't actually look at the historical meaning to why they were wearing dresses. There must be a historical reason for that.
Because I don't know.
So you're talking about the guys who attacked the woman. Okay, so I assumed maybe because they were hunting the beast, right? So I assumed maybe like a lot of the victims had been women because that's what we had seen so far. So maybe they were trying to like lure the beast to
that's smart.
Dressed, hunters or whatever the hell they were, soldiers dressed as women. I kind of thought it was like a bait thing, but I wasn't entirely sure.
Okay, that would kind of that's, I like that logic. I do like that. So our band, they have been given refuge whilst they're on this hunt by the king to go to Thomas's a punch. Terrible. But they kind of they're meeting, and this is where we kind of meet the older lord, and they're just kind of having a kind of like, at the moment it's kind of really civil. It's what you expect, welcome, and they're like, the younger one wants to know about what's going on in Paris, but New France, you come back, and it's kind of very much about tell us about the what is going on in today's society, because they are like hundreds and hundreds of miles away from actual Paris. They're like the region is bang in the middle, a little bit south near Spain. So it's quite far away. So they're away from, I suppose, high society, and they know Fronsac is. He's at Versailles. He's part of the king's court, I'm guessing, of Louis. I put it on there. Louis. Oh, what was it? Louis the 15th. Is this? Yes, Louis the 15th.
Yeah.
So this is time of Louis XV. But yeah, we get then the younger version of Thomas, who is the narrator of the movie, and yeah, he's a bookworm. So he first thing, yeah, after they find out about the crime, he also is about, wants to know about, what they singing, what the plays like, what books are people reading. Can we talk about philosophy? It's all. He's a proper. He's a little bit of a 18th century nerd.
I like him.
Yeah, I
My
do.
type.
Yeah. But they hear the screams of things, and this is where the Lord mentions that they've set up one of the priories to be a like a hospital, that one of the old priories where all the nuns are there helping the injured, and there's two, but we only see one at this point. There's only two that has survived. So
and let's be frank, she just had her face ripped off. I mean, that's what we're gonna find out. She has been attacked, brutally attacked.
Yeah, but this guy, now it's weird because when in the dub version, and I might think you don't get the translation, do you? The kid doesn't speak.
No, he still speaks in the language.
Yeah, there's French.
Yeah,
in
whatever
the dubbed version,
there's
French. Yep.
Yeah,
and it doesn't subtitle it or translate it in dub. You just listen to his French, and then they talk about what he was saying.
Yeah, it's very weird, but in the like you get the things. Maybe it's a different dialogue. I don't like a dialect. I don't wear. But yeah, he just talks about that it couldn't have been a wolf. It was So whilst Fronsac is kind of sketching out his visions, but he's saying no, he's too big. It wasn't. It was a beast. It was kind of like a monster. So we get that, and then of course, whilst that happening, Thomas comes in. There's been another attack, so they go on and they find the body. Now, if you remember when this got announced, I said some parts feel like Sleepy Hollow. I think this bit is one of the things is
the
where
foggy horseback bit. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and I don't know when was Sleepy Hollow? When was that? Well, when was the original one written, and then when was it made? When was the book? Because this is what we didn't actually say. This actually is loosely based on real events that actually happened in the 18th century. So it's actually about some murders. They actually believe it was a different beast, and we'll talk about that. But this is loosely based. So it'd be interesting if the author of the novel got inspiration of the Sleepy Hollow.
So Legend of Sleepy Hollow was written in 1820, but the Legend of the Beast of Gevaudan was based on writings that predate that. So it could be the other way around.
Yeah,
could be the other way around.
I'm guessing it's for who every region has a murder of an animal, a bear, a wolf, whatever it's going to be in their kind of like a myth. It's just they didn't call them off, they didn't call them. It's it could be in anything, or it could have been just a nasty bastard, and then just said, oh, the animals did it. You never know. So on that, so they find this woman head down, and we then find out that the hunt is still going on. Of this is the I suppose the head. I don't know what they're like, lieutenant or whatever, captain. I think it must be a lieutenant because Fronsac is a captain from the French wars. So he is in charge of the hunt, and he actually apologizes for his men. They shouldn't have done what they did. So he realizes, it's wrong as well. But he does say that he did see the wolf, and this is where we get the Fronsac drawing. And this is what the kid, this is what the image is. So this is our first instance of what the beast could look like, and maybe that's it. But then we go kind of at the burst, but it's very the build up, I suppose, like that of this one. And then we kind of get introduced to the characters, the other cast members who are playing parts. So this is Jean Fronsac, who is played by Vincent Cassel. That's the best I'm going to do. But then at this point, this is like a high society. Piano's playing in the background. The men are in one corner having their talk about Versailles, stature in in the French court, and looking at the guy's drawings of his sketches of the beast. Whilst we get what is her name? Maria is been playing, and it kind of takes his fancy, doesn't it? But she's off with a poet, I'm guessing. Like the one that we find out he's not very good.
Yeah.
Not very good. Now I must say, I actually looked up this actress. I was like, I've never seen her anything else. She died this year at 43, I think it was.
Oh, that's sad.
a very rare cancer. Once you get it, there's completely no cure. One of them rapid ones, get it, boom, done. She died this year. So God rest her soul. So he comes across and he's a bit of a thinks he's high society. He's at Versailles, so I'm guessing he's like had the ladies there, and he's I'm gonna make my way now to this lady, and he plays the trick on the writer poet of the lord of the house, wants to do his memoirs, but he can't tell him because he has to be coy about it. So that's how he gets it away. And then of course Maria says, that was a bit mean. And they have a little bit of a flirt gesture between each other. Let's say that, until we get to another banquet. Lovely. But this isn't the Downton banquet that we saw, Sandy. This is how the French do it.
But we do get some nice table setting here, and I'm beginning to notice. I know you like the good costumes from the time, what we call a good costume drama. You also like a good table setting, I think. Because this was a good one. Hey, Timothy, good to see you.
Hi, Tim. This would be great. Look at how high the candles are. It's like that. So you have that point of view, so they don't avoid your conversation. I bet they were actually like that. No, they got to be high up so you can actually still have conversation. It's things, but like how much this is just I'm guessing a daily recurrence of it's things. Hey, Tomby, I saw a Tomby raid there. Thank you very much, Tomby.
Hey, Tomby.
So I'm guessing
I think that's part of the downfall, right? Because this was becoming a daily occurrence for certain parts of society, and the rest of the society couldn't eat. So this is the haves and have-nots. That gap has gotten so great that it's absurd.
And what would be the Americans did screw the French over. Let's trade.
We appreciated their Navy for a minute. We appreciated the Navy just for a minute. We needed them to. What they did was they did the blockade, so they helped to block the Chesapeake Bay, the good old, a couple miles from where I live. They do a good blockade, and we do. We appreciate Lafayette. We do. Thank you. We have a lot of monuments and memorials to Lafayette here. So cheers to Lafayette. But yeah, we were good and done with them, and we wish them well. We wish them well.
But so on this, then we get our Canadian fur trout. I think it is a trout, isn't it? Where he tells a story of this fish that is from the Canadian waters, and it must be so cold there. But this is where he tells the story. And then, of course, Jean, he calls him out. And he would applaud him. Things what I didn't say is he's only got one arm. So we only see him later, but he does. I would applaud you if I had both arms. So he calls him out. His dad says, "Don't be so rude. I must apologize." But he's he's completely right. It is a ruse to show that it might not be a beast. That's it. The whole point of Forsak's reasoning to show this point that it might just be a man. It's there. So we get that, but then they've arranged. We get the poet, and I didn't get the picture of it. The poet stands up and does this
It wasn't bad. The first stanza wasn't bad. The howling was a little odd, but the first stanza was quite interesting.
It does. It makes you laugh. I don't think. I think that's him done from the movie. It's quite funny. But now we get the hunt. Now I actually looked up. These were actually real things. This is actually actually did happen. This hunt for the beast actually was real. From far and wide, mercenaries, anybody with wanting to get this bounty that the king had bestowed on to get this beast actually did happen. So it's things. But in this we have little things, and then of course we get the gypsy woman. I don't think she's got a name. I don't think we ever learn her name.
No, not that I can think of. We don't end up learning a lot about her. She's a very odd character.
It says in the what do you call it? IMDb, it just says La Bavarde. So let's see what that means. It might not be a name, it might be a title. What is
the
Varde? The witch, the whatever. Let's see, what is La Bavarde? The talker.
The talker. Okay. All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. Yep. Yeah. But she has her eye on Manny from their first thing. She clocks him again. Then she has a very weird interaction with her own kind. I suppose you want to say that. What we get back? Then the high end people, I suppose, again, just having their discussions of where to hunt, and they hear the crowd go because there's a fight going on. So they're like, let's all go and have a look. And it's again, we get Manny just kicking ass again.
Just doing it, taking care of business.
It's great. His fight scenes are great. Like just how they've slowed it down and fast it up. I think it's quite clever. But you can see he's a fighter.
What I liked about it was they felt very much like this era of action movies and fight scenes and all that. The very dramatic, slow motion points. If this was like a Jet Li movie, there would have been some rain falling and splashing going on from the ground, like those slow motion effects and all that. I thought this movie was fantastic with that. And the reason I like it so much is that's kind of a nostalgic era for me as a kid watching these movies. But what I loved was that it felt very much like an American action movie in a lot of senses. If they weren't speaking another language, honestly, this felt like any American action movie from that era, which is why I enjoyed so much about these action scenes.
Yeah, I do like it. He kicks the crap out of the first lot. And then the women get involved. They're like, well, if you're fighting, I don't mind a fight. So these different, people, they all just want to come in to have a fight. And until it gets a little bit out of hand with one of them, he blindsides Manny. Then with Jean, he gets out this specialist pistol rifle. I don't know what you're going to call it. It's got a special handle that he can load it with one arm, really, can't he? So there you go. That's it. Where he explains as well. He it's not just that's custom. Sorry. That the rounds. I mean, they're rounds, aren't they? I'm guessing they're going to go around.
I mean,
Shot.
What are they called? Sandy
shots. I guess.
Yeah, the shots. Are he has them made in silver because he likes the mark he shot, or I think he said likes to. Yeah. So
again, more money than sense. More money than sense, right? Make all my
silver
rounds out of.
Even Fronsac, he said, "Are you scared of werewolves or something?" So he knows how bizarre it is. It's like, why would you, have a silver bullet? It's like, the only people it's going to help is the person who found the dead body and rips out the silver, round. It's a bit odd, but money. But so the father of now La Talker, gets dragged along because it's her fault. She started the fight. But she is, I'm guessing, epileptic, or
I think so. Yeah.
Or something.
Seizures, something.
And you can hear everybody in the
he knows because he's well traveled, and you have to admire Gregoire because he's, when you travel, you see things, and it helps to dismiss the myth, and him being, a taxidermist, really kind of predating Darwin in finding creatures and dispelling myths in favor of reason. This is the Enlightenment. That's another theme kind of going through here is religion versus the Enlightenment. So he's not too quick to think that she's possessed. Maybe he's seen someone who suffered. He knew to give her something to bite so that she didn't swallow her tongue. So because he's well traveled, he's bringing knowledge and reason versus all the kind of hokey superstitious stuff that's going on in the rural parts of France outside of Paris.
So on that note, I'm gonna have to finish the quiz because that was one of the answers, and Sandy just answered it. What was the profession of Gregor de Fronsac? And it was a naturalist and taxidermist. So 40% of you got that right.
Could have been a wig fitter. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
He could have been.
You needed well done, everybody got that right. Then. Like, seriously, how many wig makers did you need back then? And
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like this because you can hear in the background everybody go witch, and it's the daddy, even though he's pissed off with her. He's like, she's not, and he's like, she's just ill, and he's like, yeah, I know, just hold this to swallow her tongue. But everybody else, I hate to say it, I would hate to know how many people had a fit, just a moment of unclarity, especially women. Just witch, John, Sandy, you would be a witch because you can read. God.
Oh, I would be. Well, I mean, I'll do one better. One of my ancestors, and I say ancestor, like he came here in the 1870s, so not that long ago. And the Baltimore Sun would publish the people coming to immigrate into the city and publish names and what trade they could do. But my ancestor, poor old Janos Miklajak, he was sent back to Russia because he stuttered. And so he was sent back. And who knows what happened
speaking
to him.
Was it speaking in tongues, isn't it?
Yeah, or just and even the newspaper article said it was a real shame because he had a strong back, and could have helped to build this city that was, or any of the cities in the United States that needed good, strong labor. But he stuttered and they were afraid of him. So they sent him back. And those kind of stories today.
That's an immigration note, isn't it? You stutter. That's a no. Sorry. It's like that. Yeah. It's back then, to be a woman is with any ailment, let's say that, or your husband or your boyfriend could just be pissed off with you and they want another wife.
Just make stuff up about you. It's okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So especially you see it in some things where they a little kid, but they're the boy and they go, no, didn't like him because they tells their my mum didn't give me a treat, so she's a witch, and tells it no. He's the head of the family, kind of, in a way, when the husband's away. witch, yeah. And
I can do math too, so I'm double in trouble. Yeah.
But yeah, they get. I always. There's going to be a lot of the costumes on this. I think there's they are top things. But yeah, they all go onto their hunt, and of course, Marianne is there as well. They kind of say that she won't turn up, but then she does. That is kind of frowned upon by her brother, who is Jean Fronsac. Francais, whatever it's Fronscond. Yeah, but her dad is like, oh, just let him at it. Just let him go for a ride.
Just get out of the house.
Get out of your energy. Yeah, you're young. That's it. So they kind of go on into things. Manny's there, of course. And he kind of senses the death of that, but she thinks that, is he a seer? And he's not. He just used logic like that.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
No, it's obvious. It's the logic of the things. And whilst that's going on,
I'm sorry. Maybe comment on the hats. Mm-hmm. You said costume just generically. I was hoping you were going to go on the hats.
The hat, everything, yes.
We wore those. So these are like a version of the tricorn hats, but The French
old Minutemen hat.
Yeah, the French wear the point in the front, but we wore the point in the back. So all we did really was just turn the hat 45 degrees. It's not a new hat. So I'm just going to say my countrymen were a little lazy there in developing our own style. We just turned the hat, kind of like today, the people who, turn the baseball cap just slightly askew. Obviously, that's what we did. And okay, now I'm just realizing that now. That's not very innovative at all. We just stole that from the French. So we'll have to give them their due.
Again, we improved it. It's kind of
it is a very European style to have it that the British did. It's a thing, isn't it? So it's you just didn't get it right. Like basketball, it's netball.
Well, in fairness, that started with Peach Basket, so that's how it gets the name basketball.
It was a reading of the instructions wrong, wasn't it? That was the greatest thing. Someone sent it over and they read the instructions, but like, why they mapped everything out? And they thought it was like parts of just the court.
Well, they also didn't think to open up the bottom of the peach basket for about 40 years.
Yeah, I always got
that. They could have thought of that one a little
sooner. And get the ball out.
Can you imagine how slow modern day would if they still did it?
Oh, God, that would be hilarious, though.
Get the ladder. Oh, brilliant. Don't dunk. Oh, Jesus. That's it. But yeah, so they're the hunt isn't now, it's just they're killing the wolves. Let's say that. So yeah, it's like you just see hundreds of wolves just getting kind of just massacred and run down. But whilst that is Manny and the rest, they're just having a timeout because they're clever enough to go, because he's measured the jaw bite, didn't he? On the victim in the river is it can't be just a normal wolf. It's a bigger bite, so they kind of know. And he just goes and sketches. He's sketching away. Now I'm sure it's a myth what he says here on certain tribes, because he's saying all tribes in America believed if you draw their sketch, you steal their soul. I'm sure that's a myth.
I have heard that a lot of Native American, I shouldn't say a lot of, this could be something totally bullshit that has been in like movies and TVs, but I have seen in TV and movies that I believe some Native American tribes did believe that having your photo taken would capture a part of your soul or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not. I've only seen it in movies, so I haven't looked up the legitimacy of that.
I've heard it in photos, but I've not heard it in taking a sketch.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that. I've only ever heard photos.
Yeah, but I thought it was the photo thing because it was a thing.
The storytelling, right? To keep your soul, I guess, alive, or to kind of, keep the ancestor alive through storytelling and storytelling. Also, like in the film Coco. So in the animated film Coco, remember the character needs to stay in the memories of his descendants, or else he will disappear. And so he has to make sure that his descendants remember him so that he can continue to go on in the afterworld. And it's kind of similar through a lot of cultures, right? You have this afterlife, but what keeps you going in the afterlife? And in the Native American cultures, it's the story, it's the, telling stories. And I love the idea here of, talking about the, the spirit animal, and having Manny, later tell folks what their spirit animal is. That was kind of borrowed by J.K. Rowling in Harry Potter, because, your Patronus is very like your spirit animal here. And that's a really important part of culture too.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's for a Harry Potter sense. Yeah, that makes complete sense. But yeah, so we get our wolf turn up, our single one. Now it must be for the region. They made sure they were all white because they don't really like that. So yeah, they're all white wolves. Was kind of cool. But yeah, so she goes. They kind of aim their rifles at them, but she goes to shoot, he turns it up, and Manny says thank you. Her brother turns up as a go that they shouldn't be on foot, and they kind of apologize, but he's really pissed off. And then we go back to see the the dead bodies of all the wolves. They're really, just spread out very, very not nicely. And then they kind of, Manny gets pissed off, rightly so. I'm guessing Manny's animal is a wolf, and I'm guessing that's the point that he's so pissed off with a little bit. But they don't say that
they don't say it, but I think we all assume it. Yeah,
because of later when he kind of has the moments
that, and just like a cultural appreciation for wildlife, the trees, the earth. Like I think just a very well, again, I shouldn't say for sure because I don't know the legitimacy of it, but what I believe is a fairly common belief within a lot of Native American cultures, which is that you're one with everything, the animals, the earth, the trees, the whole deal.
Yeah. And then they, again, one of the lords there is, because of the hunt, to come back to our place, invite your valet or whatever. And this is where Fronsac, no, he's my brother. So I'm guessing they've been under the oath of his protection or whatever. They kind of become blood brothers.
The Brotherhood of the Wolf.
There
you go.
Yeah. And then so they all there where Jean is getting drunker and drunker. I think he's playing the act there to show that he's a drunk with his sister. And then of course they're just having a conversation really about Manny and New France is what is it like over there, but also they're curious about the of them. Are they human? They really don't know, do they? They're like, and it's there is a statement about certain colors of people, but they, on this bit, they're like, can he mate with a white woman, one of us, like the superior? And I do like Manny's comeback. All women have no color, is it, when the candles
when the
blown
lights
out?
are out, the candles out,
yeah. And I was like, good, good call, that's a fair play. But this is where then Fronsac tells him that somebody asked, has he been baptized? No, he's never asked, because he, in his Mohawk, is it Mohawk, isn't he? So was he, is he
Iroquois?
They say Iroquois. He is a kind of priest, and this is where Sandy said he goes around and tells them their spirit animal. Starts off, what the one is is it a stag, or they can't call it a stag?
No, it's something else, but they refer to it as similar to a stag. Now I can't remember
to
what
a caribou, whatever the word is. It's the caribou, which is a reindeer, essentially.
Yeah, caribou. And then the Thomas, he thinks, I'm going to get a worm. I'm a bookworm. And he gets serpent, snake, of course. What in their one is the wise. The wise. And then, of course, the other one, who's a bit of an idiot, who's been stuffing his face in the background. You're a bull. And then, of course, we get then he comes up, Jean, pissed, and what are you going to make me, a lizard? Can grow back my arm? And he plays up, of that. And Maddie, rightly so, just kind of stand off. But that's it. So that's this scene. And then,
but do you think, based on what we're going to learn later, do you think Manny senses that there is something different about him based on what we learn later?
I sensed it already at this point.
Yeah. He's overplaying his hand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's over one hand.
Because when he says I would be part this and part that, I think Manny knows that he's part something maybe not as human as we think. So I think he sensed it, which is why he didn't give an answer as well.
Yeah. So possibly. Yeah. But I'm guessing it's how the Manny character is, like how they shoot him with the mannerisms of, like, he's wise. He is like, I will look at my environment, but not like making reactions. So it's quite good. But sorry, gentlemen, if you wanted to see the next scene, YouTube doesn't let me, because we get Thomas takes them to a pleasure palace. Let's call it that. Things like that for the night. This is the only.
And it's just so ho hum. It's like, yeah, it's just like, hey, we're gonna go down the pub. I mean, it's just
it
so
does. Yeah,
natural.
this is a better place to sleep tonight. But yeah, I know. Like my girlfriend was having a discussion. Just like this must have been it, because you get this for like and it must have been a way back there. You had your wife or your the woman you were courting, but you also had the woman at the brothel. But I'm guessing this is the high end part of it. It's quite funny. It is. I do like that. It's but even in this, like the costume designs of the ladies is very, very good. I can't show you like everyone because some of them are revealing.
Pretty much any of them.
Yeah, any of it. But really good. I thought they were really they well structured. I thought they revealing, of course. But I was like, that's probably right. I would love to know if that was like the real. And I was like, it's the French. Probably was like that. But then we get our introduction of Monica Bellucci. Is it Bellucci? Bellucci? Yeah. Of her. And she is the exotic woman. Because I'm guessing because of his stature, because Fronsac is I'm guessing. Well, we know he's referred to as a knight, so they keep calling him sir. So I'm guessing as modern day, he is like the equivalent of a British sir. But he's got a captaincy. He also has got the ear of the king because of what he does. He's at Versailles, so his stature, I'm guessing, is higher. That he gets presented to this the new lady who, we find out she's Italian. And he's I bet that. And she's just playing cards, and she's very.
I have a bit of that. I love how you all say that. I have a bit of that.
A bit of that, that's it. It's true.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and this is Abe's pause bit. She's she's known to things now. She was also everybody. You must have known what movies she's been in. Matrix. I think she was in not the last one, the one before, the James Bond movie. Can't remember which one it was. But she was
just recently in the Beetlejuice sequel.
Yes, she's actually. Here we go. Fun fact: she in that movie, she was dating Tim Burton after he broke up with Helena Bonham Carter. He dated her, and fun fact is Vincent Cassel. He's married her during this movie. They're actually husband and wife,
kidding.
And they had, I think,
they did a couple movies together afterwards.
Yeah,
I was looking on IMDb, so no kidding.
And everybody, when they see each other, them together, everybody's like, "What?" But then he dumped her, and then when you got a bit old, and he upgraded, and then he dumped that woman and upgraded again. He's one of those, so he's got some. Yeah,
they all are because
he's
remember,
like 60.
Helena Bonham Carter broke up Ken Branagh and Emma Thompson, like the match made in heaven for Shakespearean actor and actress. And, I love them both, dearly and loved when they were together. And then that tart Helena Bonham Carter, went and broke them up. But then that didn't last very long. And then she went on to like other people. Then she went on to Tim Burton. Yeah. So it all starts with her, that Bellatrix Lestrange person. All starts with her.
It's Hollywood. They're all.
I do like her acting, though.
What is marriage in Hollywood?
I like her acting.
I do like her quite a bit.
I think at that point, Tim Burton had his you're always going to be in my movies. Then he got her, and then wherever his next one's going to be. But yeah, and on this, she's
she's marked him something to remember me by. Ow.
Yeah, she's very dominant, let's say that. And he's and he's been like on the thing because he's got bear marks where he was injured by a bear in New France. She's a thing. And I do like it when she you could understand her profession and her profession, and we get later is she has the the dagger under the pillow like that, and I'm going to be in control of all the situation here because she's a clever lady, let's say that. But whilst we get out, we hear a scream from the background is because one of the other ladies, she's been paired with Manny, and of course Manny is tattooed, and she believes that she can see that he's snake, not that snake. Well, he's snake tattooed like maybe later kind of move. And but the mistress, I'm going to call it, the lady of the house, I'm guessing mistress, is that what they call it? I don't know who the main one is. Offers double,
I'm sure that's
madam, yes,
from.
madam, yes. Double the price, double the fee of anybody who's going to do. And I'm going to be fair here, they do call them Redskin. They do, like in this movie, they do call him Redskins. So anybody who's Washington Redskins, maybe this is where, because of Manny's prowess, because she takes up the mantle of I'm going to go in there. This is the woman I hate in the dub, because when you see the French version, she's got a lovely French accent, and they give her this weird East London accent.
I didn't even notice.
Oh yeah, she's EastEnders in this.
Oh, come on, and then
I didn't even catch it.
And I do like how
get out of my pub.
Yeah, and how Manny gets her to come in. He just throws it. There you go. That's what you get. That's what you're getting. there's my other snake, and she's yes, in the best of words, the things. But I'm sorry, Sandy. In this movie, we don't see much more of men flesh, do we?
No, it's okay. Trust me, it's okay.
This is a man film. But I do like this bit where we see what's her name? Seville.
I don't know, honestly.
Seville.
I did not do well with names in this movie.
But I do like this, like he's sketching of his time in the Americas. I do like this because it's just category, and I've seen these are faint, like I've seen these sketches, similar ones, and they're great. I think just like that kind of time period of and it must have been people going over there and seeing their way of life. But like
and that yellowy paper. So there's a famous sketch artist from the American Civil War who would be embedded with the troops and then try to sketch out parts of battles and soldiers and whatever. And I forget his first name. I think it's Andrew, but his last name is Wad, W-A-U-D. And these sketches are Wad-like because they're on that yellowy paper and they're sketched with charcoal. And I do like them too. I really do. They look like they took care to make sure these were historically accurate.
Yeah. Especially like by tribe. Most of them gone to the bye. Let's be not so polite. But in the movie, we now have our first time jump, I suppose, like that is now we're from, I'm guessing it's supposed to be summer-ish like that, and then we get now straight into winter time with Thomas again doing a narration of like the time is like after the first hunt, the beast went quiet, but there was there's not been an attack or whatever he says. I can't remember what he said, but this now we get into full winter is where we see a little farm kids, I suppose you want to call it, like a couple of goats, I think it is, or whatever it is, or sheep. We hear noises, and then we get again we get one introduction for him earlier is the priest who's giving his sermon, of course, of damnation to like everybody else. I do like this is literally I think at this time, even a little bit further on, seems to be how the Catholic Church kind of just shouted at him, condemned everyone in front of them.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so he's again doing that. Whilst these sermons going on, we get back again the noises of things, and we just hear the beast coming in. But yeah, back on things like that. Even the beast is so much. We get the betrayal on the religious relics and like that of that's I'm guessing that's Mary, the beast below, and a child. So that's happening, and then of course we get must be the father of the kids runs in and for forgiveness because these kids have not come back from wherever they were going through, taken through the path, and then of course we get now everybody else we got to rally together to kind of find the children, but not whilst I love this bit. Sorry, we got to find the kids before that guy still go and play the card and try and get my leg over of Maria like that, and gives her like Marianne here's a portrait I did of you, and we can meet up quite soon. We're gonna go off and save these kids, but just gonna play my hand. It's like and you go, yeah, so French. But I don't mind. But yeah, so they go off and so the I don't know what you're gonna call it, a posse. I'm gonna so they come across the things, whilst we also see quite a quick glimpse of the talker, I'm going to call her. Mm-hmm. She's in the back and quickly disappears into the dark, and whilst then we see the first victim kind of half frozen in the snow, and Fronsac is examining to things, whilst then Manny has a moment, doesn't he? He kind of again, I like how they do that because he kind of tracks the steps. You can see what he's doing. He's not like, oh, we won't think I do like it a little bit later when we get his tracking skills, but this as well, he's like, you're doing that,
he's off. And he's off.
No, I can what no, and he working the logic out, and of course he sees.
But can I ask a question here? This is so dude walks into the sounds like a joke. Dude walks into the church, says he needs forgiveness because his kids are missing. Will they have frozen this quickly? I mean, like, were they just missing? Had they been missing for a long time? I was confused by this part. Not that it really impacts the whole rest of the film, but I was confused.
If it was in like anywhere in Scandinavia, they probably could freeze that fast, but in southern
this dude doesn't even have a hat on. Manny doesn't even need a hat because he's all nature. But that just kind of threw me, and then I couldn't understand like who they were.
There we go. We've got enough geeks. How quickly does a rigor mortis set in? There you go. And if it's below temperature, there you go. Might be. But that's a pick.
It is picky, but it was. I was confused. What it did was it made me think it was a different victim. Like it was making me think there was a slew of them, and not that this was the two kids. So, it was just it confused me just a little bit. The change in the season and how quickly he ran in and who they were. It didn't click for me. That part didn't click for me, but now it does. So thank you for that clarification.
But so he kind of sees a wolf, and then of course rescues the girl, like after things he calls her up, and so in his arms is the injured little girl that they're there to rescue. So one's dead, one's rescued. Okay, that's things. But and again it's the hierarchy, just like they don't get it really at the moment, do they? They're kind of just like did anybody see it? This whole conversation is a bit like, they don't really care, like it's a bit odd. They're always breaking off the main thing about the beast. It's always about something else, something different. So
I don't know now, and you've seen this so many times, James, but Jay, this is where I thought they were in on it. Like at this point, with them not caring, and the fact that they know that people are being brutally, chopped up, and sometimes you think that the upper crusties are actually the first to kind of be a little squeamish and to run and hide, or to scream for help. But here they kind of don't care. It's not that they don't believe that something's happening. They know something's happening, but they don't, they're not acting. So for me, this is where I thought, okay, they're in on this. Something's going on.
There's something dodgy going on. Like I say, it is the pivotal point. Is like, because they're not like, oh, we need to get more resources. We need more to kind of resolve it. It's like they're not even playing, oh, she's just a peasant girl or whatever, or they're peasants. They're just like, they're a bit too at ease with the situation at this point, like they're just like, like, oh, it's not even, they come across like, oh, it's happened before, what are we going to do? It's just like very subtly, very understated worriness, let's say that. Like, Jay's just gone off and he said he'd be back. So
I saw that. And I also think that we're coming up on the part where I think we're going to get the first real glimpse of the beast through her remembrance of scooching into the little cave and running away from it. And so we're going to see, not through the sketch as she's describing, but we're going to see what she saw. And I also think up until this point, I might have thought, oh, it's just, it's either a human or maybe it's just some animal that's just a large animal, until you actually see it. And then you're like, okay, it is a real beast. There is something real out here.
Yeah. But of course, we need again, I just put it out there. Look at that costumes. I know, like, he's flirting again with her. It's like, so they have another game, just as a scene to show they both like each other. He's he's interesting because he's from Paris, and so she's not seeing that, and she's probably, I think it's Thomas has said, everybody in the province who's of note has tried it with her, and got nowhere. So I think it's a little bit of just to get their relationship a little bit going. So
I kind of don't like her. I don't know why. I don't like her personality. I don't think there's chemistry there.
I think it's just supposed to be, isn't she? She's supposed to be like that pompous little girl who's rich.
Okay.
And I'm guessing she's not a likable damsel in distress. Let's say that. But from that, again, we get out back. He's back at the the pleasure house. Of course, you meet you who's you're courting, and got to get your end away. So whilst that's in there, we get now Manny has jumped into the priory. I'm guessing the door's locked, to heal the girl that he's rescued with some substance. Don't know what it is. It's literally on his bracelet. It's like a vapor, isn't it? That is, we don't know who's in him. And then the next scene is Fronsac gets called in by Thomas. Something's happened, and then of course the priest, without knowing what's going on, satanic. He freaks out. His satanic ritual he's just performed on her.
Of course he has.
But of course, Fronsac knows Manny, and he goes straight to it, where the girls kind of come to, and this is where with him asking, what did you see, is we get kind of her point of view of what actually happens. And Sandy's right, we get our first glimpse of the beast so this is
Have we found yet that is this where we find, when the boy is examined, that one of the claws is metal? Is this where we find it?
Little bit
is
later.
That later?
Isn't it?
Okay.
It's a little bit later. Oh no, it was. No, sorry.
It was the frozen guy.
Yes, that was it. Yeah. So sorry, when they were talking like they're kind of, you're right. We missed over that. Yeah, when they're kind of, Jay, when we was away, Sandy did ask if that scene where it can't be a beast because it has a metal tooth or something, doesn't it? And they were being a bit coy, but that's it. That's the point. Sorry, Sandy, I missed that bit. But
no. I mean, I think that's where, like, I was still thinking, okay, is it a human? Is it just a regular beast and people are exaggerating it? Which is kind of the root of a lot of those old legends. Oh, it's a big beast. No, it's a mountain lion, or it's a, it's a whatever, but it's just something you don't see typically. And then your imagination makes it much worse. Well, this confirmed that it's even worse than that. It definitely is even worse than that if it has metal talons, and now that we're getting to see through the eyes of the little girl, oh yeah, this is not just some bear that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, that's it. So then we get back. Like, I must say, we missed it. One of what things is blatantly is Jean, because you can hear him. He's back at the houseboat because I forgot to. We've skipped over because we couldn't see it. Unfortunately, is Fronsac sketched once it was Seville. I think the name's Seville.
Sylvia. I think it's just Sylvia.
Sylvia is Sylvia. Oh, so Sylvia.
Yeah, I think it's just Sylvia.
She asked, "Can you sketch me?" So so he sketched her kind of out on Sandy's favorite movie, Titanic style. Yeah, in the buff. But yeah, so he takes the drawings, and then of course he turns up at their, I'm guessing, palace, castle, whatever you want to call it, and he's refused entry until the mum says you're not allowed in, and then he's like, no, you come in, but she doesn't want to see you. She's very pissed off because she's been presented, of course, the sketches of the lady of the night, let's say that.
Now let me ask a question. Was she presented those sketches, or did he just accidentally tear off 2 sheets and roll them up for her?
Probably a bit of both. I don't know. Would he?
When he handed her the drawing rolled up, could he have? Here's again me assuming. Yes, I'm assuming he tore both out accidentally and rolled it up, and that's how she found it, because I don't know how else.
Well, I thought wasn't there the scene of like a suspicious person walking through the?
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, because it was
him, right? Yeah, that was him. So he specifically stole those 2 to set this up.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, because he's very protective. Let's say that at this point, he's a little protective.
So, chat, you need to watch this film more than once to get all those little bits out of it.
Yeah, but so the confrontation of where Fronsac is a bit like, oh well, I can explain it, but then he very lightly barges past him, but because he's disabled, he's only got one arm, so she goes to his aid. It's her brother, and he's like, I'll get out of the place. So the next scene we get at a church where she's praying, and lo and behold, who turns up is the so what was the name again?
Sylvie. Or Sylvia.
We call her Sylvie. There we go, Sylvie, if I remember. Where again her costume design is great. I do like that. Just where she's there, but she, her kind of, she's the mediator, I suppose, at this point, isn't she? She's mediating the actual, what's happened, but she doesn't really care what's going on. So next we get another I'm guessing another time jump, but they kind of explain it, is he's sailing, I'm guessing, back to New France. I'm guessing that's what he's doing, but Thomas turns up at the docks. They have a little things, and he gives him a letter from Maria. Marianne. Marianne. Oh, give him Marianne. That to come along, and he's Manny's there, so they're off now back to the hunt. That's what they're doing, but they're going to do it Manny's way. So so we're back that, and then but now we go back to our a goat farmer, I'm guessing, like that, or a herder, whatever you call it, a shepherd.
Yeah, that's what they said, a goat herder.
Yeah. Where she's gets a little what's a baby goat called?
A kid.
I thought that was a sheep. I thought that was a lamb.
Is it a lamb? I thought it was a goat.
I thought it was a sheep, but I could be wrong. Kind of like a lamb to me.
Either way, why is she out by herself in knowing what's going on?
It actually called a kid? It actually called a kid.
a baby goat. Yeah,
it's called a kid. I did not know that. Did you know that, Jay? I didn't know that.
I feel like subconsciously, because hearing it's not surprising me, but I wouldn't have been able to have guessed that if you asked me.
Billy okay, you wouldn't know that. So Billy the Kid is the pirate, but at the United States Naval Academy, the mascot is a goat, and it's Bill the goat, like Billy the Kid. Anyway, it's a whole so, yeah,
like Billy Goat. Yeah, so yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. But yeah, she rescues. Hears the noise of the beast, and then slips down, crashes to the bottom, and then of course the beast has its way. Tears it apart. That's it. So that's the end of her.
I mean, she kind of could have been smarter. I'm just saying. Just don't go out. If you live in Baltimore, where not to go at night. If you live in Detroit, if you are a shepherdess, when monsters are coming and tearing people apart, let's not do that in the night.
Yeah, but you could always say every horror movie. Why do all the women leave the property and run into the woods?
It's just like when the chainsaw guys come in after you. Why do you lock yourself in a closet where you can't get out? It's that too. Don't lock yourself into the house. Run away. I don't know. Daryl, you are correct. Yes, Captain Kidd was a pirate. I got the kids mixed up. Got the kids all mixed up. Daryl. We're so glad we have you, Daryl.
So they're back in the province where there's a wolf waiting, and Manny. Well, I think Fronsac says, "Oh, he's here to greet us," and then Manny says, "No, he's here to help us." And now we get just kind of into the town where we get Fronsac is looking for Maria. Yes, I think I said it right. And he knocks on the door where she opens it with open arms, where we get a quick glimpse of the beast approaching the door. So like that. And then, of course, it's the nanny and I'm guessing her husband. Her husband gets sent to go and get some wine from the cellar. Completely wrong thing to do is bang. So the beast has followed him down, started ripping him to pieces whilst they're upstairs, having a little interlude. And then we get a bit of a better picture of still the beast covered in kind of metal armor, in the best way you can do it. Now, I know the CGI on some bits is a bit ropey, but it's 24 years ago. So yeah, and I
didn't think bad, all things considered. No. It's aged a little. That's not always the worst thing.
No, it's just was it bad? You get ones where it completely takes you out of the moment because it's that bad.
Like Twilight running up the side of a mountain.
But this didn't take it. Still doesn't take you out of it. It's still kind of
I wouldn't say so at all.
No,
I thought it was decent for the era, and I think it holds up well enough.
So yeah, Fronsac, he pitchfork at hand, goes for the beast, of course, and then the beast traps Maria, but doesn't do anything, and then we hear a whistle. And then from the whistle, we get backdrop we get our first note of the beast's master.
Beast master.
Of this masked up kind of Halloween figure, I suppose you want to call it, really, isn't it? And he's got his arms all over. Really dark, these pictures, but you can just see it. He's got his right arm. And I particularly say to his right arm with some really dodgy fingernails, and he needs a really bad manicure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it. So that's the beast, and he's master, and he takes out of course, the pitchfork out of his back. So yeah, so now they know. Fronsac they know what the beast kind of looks like. They don't know what the beast is, but they also know the beast is being controlled. So yeah, it's very much of the Sleepy Hollow, isn't it? The headless horseman. It's like that. It's very much like he's being controlled by something. But again, so we get back to now, I said Halloween. Now we get some blowing up pumpkins. So that's fun to do.
I like the colors in this scene. You know, the birds, the yellowy birds and the trees, and then the pumpkins exploding. They did take some care in certain scenes to just do a whole color palette. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So a good little shot, crossover like that. And I do like it is when they go to what is Manny going to use? He doesn't like firearms. They're too noisy, and he gets his
tomahawk.
Tomahawk out like that, completely destroys it as well. It's again, I like it because it's just making him look more kick-ass. It's like, you can have your weapons, but I can still just do it with this. It's good. But off they go. They're now on their way to for their own hunt to kind of track down the beast. They know what it is. They now know it's being controlled, but of course they need to kind of lure it into a certain way. But now we get into I can't remember what they call it. They just call it a hunting area, don't they? I think it's just the hunt area in the middle.
He asked somebody, he's like, is that a hunting house or something?
Yeah.
He does ask somebody a name for it. I can't remember what it was.
But this is where we get back to La Torca. And then literally this is really terrible because it's so dark. But this is an area where they're it's a pit, a kind of a dogfighting pit in this. But they've unleashed the beast. But everybody around them is all the gypsies, I suppose you want to call it, of the area who is watching this
keeping
dog.
The beast.
Guessing, keeping the beast kind of happy. And it's got the guy who we saw in Master kind of pulls everything up. So it's like that. But then we get, of course, back to the kind of like a camp, and then Thomas is asking Fronsac about New France, about Manny. He's a proper. I like it because he's not he actually wants to know. He actually is interested. You can tell he's doing it to invest in knowledge. And he explains that about the plague. The plague sheets is what they did is Manny is the last of his tribe is because the French officer gave the scouts blankets that were from a plague hospital. I think it was plague or pox. The smallpox hospital, and they were contaminated. Knowing that they would give it to the tribe would get ill, and then he sent in the French to wipe them out. And it was lucky enough that Manny was away at the time to kind of survive, and then he went under his wing. And I think he actually killed the officer. I think Manny killed the officer. Can't remember his name. But this is and he's like, that's why we're kind of losing or lost the war. It's because their tactics disgraceful. And I'm guessing that was very much a European tactics. It's like you cannot survive our even minor
diseases and alcohol because they didn't, in many parts of the what became the New World, the native peoples did not have any exposure whatsoever to alcohol, and so that was bad as well.
But now we get Manny's fully committed, I think, and
painted up.
He's painted up, and where has he gone? He's been talking to the trees, but the white man can't listen. I like that. I do like that. He's like, you're too beyond nature now. You're too noisy, kind of thing. But there he Thomas, I'm guessing it's a mushroom of some.
I think so. Yeah, I think
some kind of thing.
That was my guess.
Yep.
Ashwagandha or one of those things. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, it's like So he goes on a little trip. I would have loved to have seen if this. I think this bit was edited out because they don't show his vision really.
No,
there's not. I'm guessing it was edited out. that's I think that's a bit of a shame. But it's not working. It's not working. Bomb. Just a bit of fun. But on this, they hear a noise. Like one of the walls is because Manny has got. This is where he's spirit animal as well, because he's got the walls to bring in the beast. How? Don't know. It's fantasy. Who cares? But their trap. They've got like a trap set up. Manny's down the bottom. They're at the top. And of course, they look up, and the beast has arrived.
Now, let me just say though, it's not just, hey, I've run out and talked to the trees and talked to the wolves, and now they're going to do this. But as we see in the next few minutes, they obviously had to have some time to set up some of the traps and the contraptions and that was a little too fast for me. Once you see everything that's going to happen, unless they already had some kind of trap prepared for the beast, I don't know. But that was just surprising to see all of the little, contraptions there to try to stop and hold the beast.
But so this is one of the traps. They have a little thing, and I love that. Like, we don't know what the beast is. Manny's going to go for it. Like that. You know what? I'm going to fight you. I love that with my tomahawk. I love it. It's great, and it just makes you go, kick ass, really good.
Oh yeah.
And then of course, he runs off, and I love this bit when he sets the next trap. It's great. All the choreography on his part,
it was very well done.
It's like that. It gets past, and it smacks the beast. The beast runs off, and then gets Thomas by the arm, drags him off. They then got the second trap comes down. He smashes through it, but of course, Manny's on the hunt. He's after it, so now he's on his own. Little things where he he tracks it back to the hunting lodge, or whatever you want to call it, where he sees the healer is kind of talking to the beast of really carefully, careful, what do you want to call it? Oh, like it's his pet, really, isn't it? It's like and so we get that, but of course Manny this time is he's outnumbered by a hell of a lot, unfortunately, and so he kicks ass. I must say, most of the way. He's doing what Manny does. He's beating the crap out of everybody who's come left, right, or center. He does that, but unfortunately, something catches his eye, because who comes up from behind? It is this lady, La Talker, and then we hear bang, and we hear a shot go off, and Manny's been struck in the back. And so from that we get the vision of the Beastmaster. But let's call him Beastmaster. I know it's ripping off another movie. Let's call him Beastmaster. And he's in complete agony, and he gets kind of taken off. What we later see for torture, and they just kind of dispose his body down the side of a kind of a cliff face.
Chuck him off a cliff. Yep.
Yeah.
So I have to say, to this point, I don't understand this. What are we calling her? The Talker? I don't understand her character or what they're doing with her, because at first I thought they were setting up some kind of love interest for Manny here, and then it doesn't for a while seem to go that way, and she's kind of just like a bit of a chaotic character, causing chaos around her. So it's like, all right, that's the route they're going with her. But then they have this moment here where they see each other, and again, like, I don't know why he's like pausing because of her. Like, I don't know what it is he sees in her or about her that keeps making him like pause and catch his eye. Like, I couldn't really understand what her hold is on him or effect is on him, and why he keeps stopping for her specifically. And just what her deal is in general. I could not make sense of her character very much. She seemed very odd, and like she was there to do something with Manny's character that, I mean, obviously she pauses him and leads to his death, but I can't understand why. I don't know what Manny sees in her, or has like what makes him so, just weird around her. I don't get it.
It would have been good to him to just say that she's a, like, where he can sense a spirit animal in everybody. It would have been good if he even just said, I can't sense her, or something,
or maybe she's got like a spiritual tie to this beast, and that's her thing. Like that would have made sense, and maybe why she's so chaotic, and even just like that has these seizures because she's tied to this crazy beast, or like maybe not crazy, but there's just this very intense beast, whatever it is, because you kind of see how it goes more towards, was it the beast? Was it the beast master type of thing? Which I agree. I think is an interesting concept that they go into, but something to like, I don't know, just to give me reason as to why Manny stops for her in this point, but also in the beginning when they catch eyes, when then it leads to that little fight that he has. Like, again, I don't understand what these little moments of gazing at each other are with the two of them.
But yeah, so after he gets thrown down, of course, Fronsac is after him. So I guess it's not long after, and he's Manny's dead. Finds the dead body, and every time I'm like, damn it, Manny.
This was. I was definitely hoping. I'm like, no, he's still alive, right? There's some kind of something they can do. He's still alive.
Well, when he drops, he is still
right. Well, that's why I thought. Yeah. I thought like, all right, he's got one last breath.
Too.
Is there something that they can do to bring him back?
It's because he's a kick-ass character. He's a great character. You're like, oh my, what? Like the best character in the movie's just been killed off. Damn it! Like that. So, but it's good. I like it in a way that it gives you kind of, not everybody's going to survive in the movie.
Right, and it had some emotional impact because I think everybody likes Manny. I mean, the three of us did watching this movie. I would imagine most people do. So it gives it a little bit of emotional impact, which is always good.
And I like this bit because it's not overplayed and it's not underdone of the emotion of Fronsac. It's just he knows what he needs to do. He's sad about it, but he's going to honor their ritual and he's going to wash his body. That's a very normal thing most cultures, but he's going to prepare him for the next journey. And I do like it.
I also like the idea that, and I assume this was part of the idea behind it, that he doesn't trust anybody else to treat Manny with respect because Manny's different than everybody else here in France. So he wants to make sure he sees to it himself, which I think is a nice sentiment.
Yeah. But he also, because he knows the human anatomy as well, and he can do things, he gets
and then this as well, right?
Yeah, he gets the silver bullet that you straight away, if you didn't know already, that. Like I'm guessing we all did.
They're a little predictive with the surprise.
But I think it's like it doesn't need not to be. I think it's not one of those. I think that it would have been weird to be somebody else.
Right. It wasn't trying very hard to be clever or tricky or have this big twist and like, aha, it's this guy. Yeah. It wasn't trying to be what Rian Johnson tries to be.
Yeah. Just literally out of left field. Let's call it that.
It was pretty straightforward.
Where did that come from? Yeah. The only one of age, the only one who's been, who's fighting age, who's been in something and he's a bit of a weirdo. Let's say that.
And you can just tell by the way. I mean, honestly, the first scene with him, you can tell by the way he carries himself and presents himself. You're like, oh, okay, he's going to end up being a bad guy here. I can feel it.
Yeah, I don't like,
but it's not trying to trick you.
No, I don't remember much movies that he isn't really the bad guy.
Yeah, really. That too. So when you see him, you're kind of like, he's got a bad guy vibe.
Yeah. But from that after, it's a moment of clarity that he knows who it is. We get back is the gypsies are all celebrating. We see one with the wristband of Manny, and this is now Forsak's time for revenge because he gets painted up, and I'm guessing he goes now. He does it. He literally goes John Wick on them. Let's just call that. He literally does. So he distracts everybody by burning where the horses are, the barn, and then takes a couple out with some flaming arrows, kind of Robin Hood style, and then he just goes through this whole little section of anybody he's going to come across. He kills. Doesn't even kick the crap out of him. They're dropped literally, except for La Talker, as we're going to call her. He knocks out, but everybody else, I like it because it's it's like a bit of revenge, and it's showing that Manny taught him something, and I don't mind it. It's over the top, and I like it. I like it because he just goes bang, bang, bang. He just John Wicks it, and then say like Jay's right. It's that style of this time period where that action was like that. There was no messing around. It was literally bang, bang, you're on the floor. So I like it. Yeah, it's a good little into things, but of course he goes through a before this bit, he goes through like what do you call it, like a satanic, guessing what they're going to call it or whatever, like there's some Latin on the walls and like that, and there's like a bone saw, what we'll see later on, and then he goes down into
like for rituals,
and we get down into the things where he sees the beast, accidentally falls, and the beast jumps up. And then, of course, we see a torture device. And then we get a little bit of a flashback of the markings on Manny are the same markings on here. So they just didn't kill him. They tortured him first. We get a little bit of a flash there. But Fronsac has to go because sunrise is happening. And in his Manny's culture, he has to be burnt on the pyre to have a swift delivery to his ancestral afterlife. And I like that. He was like, you know what? I could think, but I know there must be, a promise. If anything happens, this is what needs to be done. So I've got to stop it. I can't delay my burial for my friend. And I like that. He's just
his brother, as he puts it.
So while he's doing that, who turns up? The slime that we know is the priest, and whilst his brother is burning, he kind of outs him. How long did you know? He just said that, and he's like, I think you should leave. There's he's instigating. You're out of your depth. There's bigger things afoot, like that. So, but then whilst he's gathering Manny's ashes, I'm guessing this is the local magistrates, like that. They arrest him on the say so of the lord of the province. Would have to be because he's a knight. So there would have to be somebody higher up the ranking system to get him arrested. Reasons, just because. And that would happen there. So he gets knocked out and gets taken to a really nice cell, let's call it that, where before we get there, we get a image of, we don't see her, of Sylvia. No, it's Sylvia. Sylvia, Sylvia go into the cell. The jailer thinks she's a lady of the night. No, have her later, until he realizes by the glove the thing, she's high class. And of course she turns up to have her discussion with Fronsac. So she gets him some food, and then she tells him of her part of that she is a agent of Rome. So she is a spy for the Pope, really, for the Catholic Church. She uses her instruments, her skills to do their bidding. She's over there to find out the mindset and of the king and the people of France. And seeing that, and it just happens that the beast has been put there under the Brotherhood of something. Oh, was it Brotherhood of what do they call it?
I was thinking it was the wolf, but it's not. Okay.
No, it's not the Brotherhood.
Yeah, I would have assumed it was the wolf, but I guess not.
No, it's not. It's Brotherhood of something, and I can't remember. It's going to annoy me now. But it's Brotherhood of something, and their means are to use the beast to put a downfall or doubt to the king of what he's kind of doing. They don't really say what, but they want more.
Because the king is for the
power.
Enlightenment. The king is supporting or into the Enlightenment in terms of science and art and everything that's going on. And the Pope, of course, is not cool with that, because then, I mean, there's the assumption that, well, if you believe in science, then you don't believe in God. It's one or the other. And, that's just, it is what it is. It's been happening all throughout history, from Galileo forward. But this is where it got a little convoluted. So she's a spy for the Pope to find out what the king is doing, but then she comes and helps him. You would think she would not want to help him. So then that's where the personal relationship kind of clouds her loyalties here.
Yeah, so he's coughing, and then we find out that I'm guessing she somehow slipped some poison into the food.
Oh, we forgot the story she told him, though, about the men who go out at night.
Oh, go on. I can't remember it.
So, all women know that their men.
You are back on. You got a really bad cough.
Yeah, all men know that their women step out at night, and what a talented woman will do is poison her husband before he goes out, and if he returns in the morning, then the antidote is in your breakfast, so he'll never know. But if he doesn't come home, then he's not going to get the antidote. So, and he's been out all night, and then he'll suffer the consequences. So she tells that story earlier, and so that kind of lays the foundation for whatever she's doing here. So if she's poisoning him here, that might serve a good purpose in the next few scenes when he's tried and then ultimately taken to and I can't remember what they do to him.
Yeah, honestly,
sorry about that.
That's okay.
Good coffee. I had a proper good coffee. I was like,
that's okay. I was just moving along.
No, it was one of the moments I was like, you know what, I need to get back. But I'm like, oh my god, if I start this, I was like, am I
telling the story then of what's going to happen to him after this?
Yeah. Oh, what for? Yeah, she's like, she just can't. Yeah, she just kind of goes, yeah. Well, she doesn't say. It's just like you've gone, and that's it. So yeah, it's not much, is it? But then we get, because we're kind of, she's just, but how she's playing her hand right now is you think, she actually has a poison, and the movie is going to go in a different direction.
Yeah,
so it's good. And then we kind of get Maria kind of confronts the Lord, who's kind of signed like the one who got called a bull, of like, no, I want to see him. He's done nothing wrong. You can't do this. He has the ear of the king. How dare you do this to him? And then, she gets told he died in his sleep, even though she's like,
that's what it is. Died in his sleep.
So,
I couldn't remember.
Died in his sleep. And it's like, did he choke? Did he think so? Now we see the corpse of Fronsac, and I must say, Jade, when she was like, "They ever just killed him off as well," like that. She was like, "I just had Manny die, and then you got him die," and I was just like, But of course, then we get Thomas, a little bit of a voiceover, that there was a rush to bury him, and the this is how important it is, because he does say the burial took place before the information even got to Paris, so they rushed the burial, and and on this bit as well, things we get that not just the Lord know that she's there in league, the priest, I think his name, and what her brother is there, and the brother gains have been a bit slimy, a bit a bit weird again. So we kind of get that, and then we kind of get, there we go. So this, he turns up to kind of confronts. Sorry, I must have put some things, and then we get her turn up with her, with her grave diggers. So yeah, so she's a how he would survive, I don't care. I just wanted him back like that.
Well, he's probably in some kind of a, suspended
yeah.
animation in a coma type thing until he gets the antidote, not anecdote, antidote. It's a whole different thing. I'll tell him a story and it'll wake him up. I'll tell him.
But so that's happening. Now we get Weirdo goes weird.
Weirdo goes off the deep end.
Yeah, so he's literally he has a conversation with the priest. The priest doesn't he just says, what is it? Like, you've been hurt. It's like
well, he says
a challenge from God, isn't it? It's like you've got to get over this. It's not, not that you're a bit like, he's not even he's over fantasizing that he wants to have a sexual relationship with his sister.
And the priest says there's only one penance for that, or one whatever. I think, I don't know. I know where my mind went, and it involves scissors and snipping. I don't know what you two thought the only cure for that was. But we don't get there.
No, it's it goes into a bit of a thing, because the priest, like, I don't know what they would try. I don't get if it's the nod of, like, because after this they're protecting the son, but his mum, who's not been in it much, gives them a very subtle nod of, after the priest said there's only one thing to do, and the only one thing to do is to kill her daughter. I'm guessing, because I think he comes in with milk, and I'm guessing it's milk of the poppy. And
well, that was like after the first, like I said, the first thing I thought was there's only one thing for that. That's snip snip. But
get you away. It's just like, get you into a home or something.
The mother, like, you're it's one of those, like, obsessed with your son kind of thing, and she's all, in other stuff too. And then this happens. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the wrong way to do it. But you know what? In some cultures, when you have those sort of relationships or bad things happening to young women, you take it out on the young women. That's what some cultures do inappropriately, and in this film as well. So I really didn't like this scene. I was like, wait a minute.
No, this scene is when you see it, and they're gonna kill her, and she goes to drink. I'm guessing it's milk of the poppy. I'm guessing it is, or it's poison in the milk. Whatever. I just got milk of the poppy vibes. But it doesn't matter. It's a poison. And then Fronsac he's hiding in her room. You weirdo.
Weirdo.
And he's literally, don't drink it. They're about to poison you. And then the weirdo, and I'm going to say it, just goes, I'm going to elevate that by 10. And he shows that the hand. So what we already know as a viewers, that of course he is the Beast Master, and he explains that only him and the priest know, and I can't remember anybody else know about the arm, that he's the controlling factor of it. He then grossly, and the only way I could say it, and sick, tries it on in a very over sexually way to his sister, and then, if you don't have me, I will kill myself, after she manages to get a dagger, so she plays it onto that, and then I'm not going to go to whatever the next scene, and I can't really, it fades away nicely because I don't want to see it, and he brutally violates her and brutally beats her up, I'm guessing, to the near point of death, or does something to near enough that I like how it just panned away. Thank God, because you don't need to see it. Like, if that was a modern day Hollywood one, they're going to make you watch it, and I think it's good because you've got the mindset. He's a creep, and he's narcissistic. He's over the top weird. You don't need it. All you needed, that little scream from her, and it fades out. I think that's all you needed. So but from that we get now kind of whatever the Brotherhood is. I'm gonna have to look it up again. Somebody chat might look it up. They're like a kind of rich cult as well.
Cult.
So they've got them,
You know what this reminds me of? And it's so totally opposite and appropriate, but in Hot Fuzz, when you realize that the little towns, that they have their little cult of people who just want to keep the village clean. And that's all there. That's what this reminded me of.
Yeah. But again, this is the priest condemning, the act of the king, really, isn't it? And things. But we get Thomas and his dad finds Marianne unconscious. Marianne unconscious. We don't see what they do. We then go back to the priest spouting off more crap about like that, and then we get from the top. Fronsac he's back, again painted up, and he's shouting out damnation of what they are saying against. He's doing a biblical stance against what they are doing, and he points the finger and starts naming them all.
Names.
Yeah. What? Of course, they've got their masks on to hide their identity, even though it's a secret cult that everybody knows each other.
They know they are.
But yeah, so he as a thing, I do like his entrance. It's so it's a Superman, a superhero landing. He does like a somersault and land.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. Like that. It's great. It's it's a little bit of fun. So we get that, and of course the gypsies there, I'm guessing we kind of realize they're kind of they're the protectors of the rich, I goes in like that, the stately things. It kind of reminds me of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Is they've got the gypsies to protect for the daytime for Dracula. It kind of reminds me.
And they might be like maybe the rich are just keeping them, feeding them and making sure that they're, that they can survive in exchange for this weird kind of protection.
Yeah, but he's off to do some vengeance. So he does that, and I do like how he gets the thing, and he's we're going to do some scalping. Like that.
Oh, yeah, that was,
and I'm like that, and everybody's like, "Oh, what is that?" And like, yeah, it's never probably been seen in Europe. And I'm gonna scalp this bastard who took who did over Manny. I was like, yep, I like that. It's a bit gruesome, but yeah, let's have for it because you like that. And he throws it out to him, and of course then by through that we get then the. I'm guessing this is. They mention it once where the lieutenant gets sacked, doesn't he? And I'm guessing he rehires him for this, and you're under arrest. They all start firing. I think he goes like you bastards or something, doesn't he? Where then they all flee off. Then we get a picture again of Latorca, who comes across a hooded figure who is Sylvie. And she goes in with her dagger to have her, and she just whips out like
Wolverine.
Literally. I love it's a good ending like that because it's just so like F you, just like don't even try. I love it. It's so like without effort, she just goes, "You're dead." I've just slit your throat. Go away now. It's just like that. Oh, you stupid little girl. Like that. I do like it. It's just ease that she's just in the dark. That's it. But of course she has these skills. But that's a good a fan to have. And these were actual weapons. These are like you can see them in museums. These kind of the fans that open up and have like actual instruments in them of death.
Ooh,
so yeah, I like it. There's one at the British Museum.
The V&A?
Sounds
like a V&A kind of thing. Yeah. They like the costumes.
But yeah, so now we get our little showdown at last. So we get Jean Fronsac. He's now taunting our hero, I suppose you want to go Fronsac, of why did you the beast is not the beast is now immortal. I'm gonna have you know, but you are not. And he gets like, I think he says, like, even if you're a ghost, well, I'm gonna split you in two, isn't it, or something like that? He says, yeah. So we get a good again. Even though we've had Manny kicking ass and we saw Fronsac, this is a good fight scene.
Yeah.
This is a very good fight. And I like it because I always class this as fact that his weapon, what we saw, very quick clip of a bone kind of sword, like this weapon, but it also retracts and like shoots out. Like, it is a good weapon. It's like can't be practical, can't actually. I guess it can't be real. These weren't actually like a real weapon. I've done, you know, it's going to be one of those things. What's it called? Oh, what do they do? That program they do with the Forge of Fire. I'm guessing.
Oh yeah. Make that a project on Forge.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good kick-ass scene. It's like they all get that, and it's great. He does these little things, and until he kind of gets the upper hand, and he goes back and he just he slits his throat. But then at this point he tells him, "Thank you very much. You've kind of, you know, you killed me, but that makes me closer to Maria than you know." So at this point you think Maria's dead, or at least he thinks, you know, he is dead. But then we get out. He the end of our Beastmaster, I guess. And I do like how he tucks in his arm. Just very, like, again, you're just a bit weird. You're dying, and you have to be weird about it. But I don't mind that. But I think this is a good end fight scene to it all. I don't.
No, I agree. I think it's a highlight of the movie. Is honestly the fight choreography for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, and then of course we get moving on is. Sylvie turns up and gives him, like, just to make sure, I'm gonna stab him in the heart, just to make sure.
Just to make sure. I like
and
that.
She's like that. Now he's dead, just in case. Yeah, maybe she's watched too many movies when the bad like they're not dead yet. Like, I've watched too many 80s movies.
Well, she does understand, like, the life and the, you know, the balance between life and death because of how she uses the poison. So if anyone would know how to definitely kill someone, it would be her.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I do like how her little mention of, like, you know, he's dead, and then her realization that he loves another but doesn't let him tell her, because he's like, do you want to come with me? I'll introduce you to the Pope. And then just that little hesitation, she's like, no, too late. Like that. I'm always I'm gonna have the upper hand always. I'm clever in you, and I know that little hesitation. Yeah, so I thought that was quite a good little play. I think her character as, like, playing that kind of what's it how would I call it in
Femme fatale?
No, it's in the Three Musketeers. Milady.
I don't know.
Milady. Yeah, Milady. That's her name, Milady. In the books. So yeah, she just plays that kind of character, the strong, you know, the spy, the kind of strong one who just has to use her skills of the present day, and her skills is a sexual means, and you know,
and
to
poison
do
making.
the poison. Yeah, the poison. Poison is always the woman's
quoting Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
Yep. Poison is a woman's weapon.
Yes.
Well, it's like a Black Widow. Same kind of concept.
But yeah, so we get that, and then we get the priest, the slime ball, running through the woods, because they said he's the only one missing. But of course, I like this because he's been hunted by the wolves. So the wolves hunting down, and then we don't see anything. You just see the last wolf and him scared, and then you just hear the noises.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. That's
Manny's revenge right there.
Yeah, exactly. And then we get, like, the kind of I'm guessing this scene, it's supposed to be like it's white, like the rain is washing his sins clear, like that, in a way, because it washes all the, like, he's you know, he's paint off
the makeup
and like that. Yeah, and I'm guessing it is supposed to be like it's done. I actually don't. I like this scene. It's good, very subtle, but I think it is just like, yeah, no, it's just washing everything away. But then whilst he's going back things, he gets met up by Thomas, who's injured himself, of course, his arm, and he's like, "We've got Maria. She's dying. Yeah, so quick, with haste." And yeah, off he goes. He finds her dying, things like that, where he uses the Manny trick that he's got because he killed the guy who nicked it. He uses the whatever it is. It's
smelling
Indian
salts,
magic, whatever it is. Yeah, whatever it is. It's I don't need to know. It's just magic. But then we get, of course, now we get Thomas back, really, of kind of narrating. He opens up the window, and then we get back to old Thomas, who, we can hear the
mob.
The mob outside, where he's now coming. He's there started things, but then he tells the story of the last time. We get he goes through, doesn't he? Like there's a bit with they're like ghosts. He sees the past. They all fade away from his memory. And then he says, the Forsake and him went to the lair of the beast, to things, and we get him then walking out as well. Then it keeps him clipping back and forth. We get to see, the healer, and then he explains his Jean Francois, whatever. When he went to Africa, he brought back a lion, and then he kept a cub. So now we know, and one of the cubs, he only kept the strongest.
He only kept the strongest one.
The strongest one. So we know that the beast was a lion, and it looks like that. You can see it. I couldn't get a good shot of it, unfortunately, but we see kind of the eye, and he's got the the blonde fur, and then of course, bang. So the beast is dead, and then of course we get. And
he kind of put the beast at ease. There was that moment where, he looked at the beast and kind of put him at ease, put him out of his misery, and kind of that understanding of, well, we know it's not your fault kind of thing, even though the beast doesn't understand it. But there was just that little sigh that the beast gave, and then put it out of its misery.
Yeah. And then we see the mob, and it's like that. Now I get this, and I like it because it's like, in history, it is a thing. It's like that. Sure, he's noble, and he probably might have been and he seemed quite honorable.
Might have been a good guy. It didn't matter.
He might, yeah. And I think he even says he's some of the family went to Africa to set up there, but the land needed him. The people needed him for that. So he probably was nice. He probably was a good landowner. You never know. He seemed he seemed smart, but yeah, he takes his the will of the people, the punishment, and what's going to happen to him in real life. He's about to meet the guillotine. So that's the things. But then he gives a story. He's like, now this is where I always think two ways, because he always says, I like to think this is what happened. That they went off, so we see Forsake and
France, back to the new world,
back into New France or wherever. He then, of course, the things, and he gives Manny he's a burial at sea, spread the ashes or whatever. Because he says that, do you, before we then end the movie, do you think they were dead, or they alive, or she died, or he went off, or did you think there was a reunited?
It doesn't feel to me like this is a world of happy endings. So I think this is just his belief of what he wanted to think. Yeah,
at the last happiness of they could have got
just something to kind of a good thought to go out on for him.
Yeah. Spoilers. Can I give you a spoiler for The Witcher? That's what happens in The Witcher.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, they could have. Jennifer and him. It could have happened. It might not have happened. We don't know.
Same
it's
kind of
open
thing.
to interpretation. But that's it. And then we get this weird the ship. It's not a very big ship, but like that. But then we get Le Pac Le Chump. I don't know. But anyway,
Le Pac
Lupus,
de
Lupus,
Brotherhood
Lupin. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It's French. We don't do
It's
French.
very French.
It's very French.
Très français.
But yes, there they go. So yeah, the Brotherhood of the Wolf, and it's out. You could as I say, it's not a horror. It's kind of a bit of a thriller, but it's got a lot of fantasy in it. It's good for the month of October that has come out.
Yeah,
I think so, for sure.
Yeah,
it's a monster movie to a degree.
Werewolf.
There's a monster in it.
Yeah, it's kind of werewolf-y-ish like that. With like you get
Dark
played
and
onto it.
nights.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to go onto my scores. If I have to give my second 9, this would have to be it for the costume design.
Really?
It's very good.
Is bloody brilliant on this. I think everything into it. I think historically they did it completely right with the blue, the blue and the reds and the whites. If anybody doesn't know, later on it's blues and they changed it all, but blue and red is for Paris, so you have to be in that area, and the whites is everything else. So that's why the French flag is what it is. But that was also the dress code. So you had to go by blues was royalty, reds were everybody else, like every the kind of lords, ladies, and all that. And then the whites, if you were the next stature down, and then of course then you had the peasants. Wow. So that was kind of
that.
Yeah. So that was things, but yeah. So a little bit of that when I was like, that's clever. That's good. But I think the costume design, I think, especially the women's, I think is brilliant. The tunics for the men, I think is great. I loved how it was shot. I think some of it feels like, I know it's dubbed like that, and it's a French, but it feels so French. They look, everybody except for, of course, Manny. It just feels like I'm watching a French movie. It feels French. It's shot, like a French movie. It's dark in places. That's very good. I think the cinematography is great. I think how they've angled it to make it look like a period drama, but also, kind of a monster horror movie with a fit. Like I think it's good. I think where they done a lot of the got the 2 murders with the women. Out, the farm lady hands or whatever you call them, they slow it down and start to fast it up. It like really makes it like intense, but they also do that with Manny's fighting. I think the choreography is great. The story lacks in certain points. I think it does, because it, as you say, it doesn't describe enough, but does it need to? Because it's quite a long movie. In the sense of it. So it's there, but the pacing of it is right, because once you get over the first introduction, you kind of already know there's your baddie. He's the slime ball.
For sure.
You kind of know that. And it's just then when you get Sylvia, is her really reveal of not being that I'm an agent of Rome. It kind of takes a little bit of twist, but it's a subtle twist. It doesn't need to be in your face. I think it's clever enough to realize that the author, and I'm guessing it went to the screenplay, not to be over clever. It's a simple story. It's it's a tale of a beast or whatever that is probably happening in most provinces, counties around the world. So I think so. I think it's a clear, like a strong 7. I don't think it's groundbreaking, because there's been because there's been things after it that is very similar. So you can see that like similarities in different movies, and it probably plays on that a little bit. But I like the acting. I think it is what it is. There's not you're a great performance. I think, except for Manny's martial arts skills are great. But I think everything is just subtle. Yeah, the romance might have been better with Marianne. Could have been, they could have had a little bit of a moment. But that's my only downfall to it. I think it's good. I like how dark it is and gritty it is. I say, but it feels French. It just feels French. It's a good one. So I really go back to it. And enough. if it's enough to buy a DVD, then I do really enjoy it.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's it. But yeah, I could go back to this one, and I think I would easily. So I highly recommend it. I think this is a good French movie. Some of them they get a bit weird. This one is just, oh look, as I think Jay said, if this was a Hollywood movie, you would like, it's a Hollywood, it's good, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
So I hope we'll find out, but I hope you guys enjoyed my little pick for Brotherhood of the Wolf. And there we go.
Sandy, would you like to go?
Jay, why don't you go? Be my guest.
So I do agree with actually a lot of what you said there. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the watch. I honestly, like I said, it felt very nostalgic for me because it felt a lot like an early 2000s Hollywood action flick. So for that, I really enjoyed it. I agree on the costumes. I think they looked fantastic. I think I don't want to say set design because it looked like it was a lot of real location, but the set choices and all that, like all matched the costume. It felt very authentic to the time period. At least my image of that time period. So quality there, I think, again, acting quality, action was fantastic. The fight sequences I thought were really good. And I liked the effects of it too, especially how we talked a little bit about the slowdowns into the speed up kind of transitions with the fighting. For somebody who complains a bit that can be overdone, especially when you look at like Zack Snyder stuff, I think he can go crazy with the slow motion and those kind of transitions. But I also think, in fairness, he can do it really well. Also, if you look at like a 300 or something like that, I think
that's where it works.
Can just be, right. It can just be overdone.
That other one he did, like you take it out, it's like an hour movie. I can't remember that sci-fi one he did. Sorry, I'm breaking off, but
I'm not even
Rebel
sure.
Moon.
Rebel Moon. Yes. Oh God,
that's
that was one of the most egregious kind of usages of that slow motion stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I liked it all in this. I think for me, where the movie kind of loses me, but loses points is just the writing. I think it's simple, but I can't give that enough of an excuse to overlook some of the issues with it. It's like we said earlier, it's not trying to be super clever. It's not trying to have some big crazy plot twist. It's just trying to tell a fairly simple, straightforward story. And I think conceptually, it's a cool story. I really like the idea of the monster and the kind of it's almost like a Scooby-Doo classic. Like there's something going on, but there's got to be some human or some reason behind it.
I wish you hadn't said that because you're so right with the monster that's not a monster. That's the
right.
monster.
And a human really behind it type of thing. And even some, but again, that's not meant to be a bad thing. I think that's a fine storytelling choice. Not everything has to try to be the most clever thing in the world, especially when it tries to and then fails and looks kind of silly, to be honest with you. So I like going simple. I think it does all that. The problem for me is just some of the detail in getting through the story is just a little bit too loose. And I would say I could do without the whole Marianne romance. If you just left it at him and the Monica Bellucci character, I think you would have been totally fine. I just didn't feel the chemistry between the two of them. So it just felt a bit wooden and a bit kind of just a bit Hollywood for something that came out of France, where it's just, well, we need to have the love story. And I think, because they were kind of dealing with almost a bit of a love triangle, I really wish they just leaned the way of the Monica Bellucci character instead of the other one. 'Cause I just didn't buy into. And given this guy's kind of traveling and the nature of his work, he just doesn't seem to me as somebody who's kind of strike up a romance with, somebody who's a royal or a higher class, I guess you would say, and settle down type of thing. Like he seems more like somebody who would end up with a Monica Bellucci's type of character. Somebody.
Did you just want to see more of Monica Bellucci?
I mean, I'm never complaining when we're seeing Monica Bellucci. I'll tell you that. But it just didn't feel. I felt like there was more of a connection and chemistry between them than I did the love story, but also the idea that this guy was going to settle down with this woman or something. Nothing about him strikes me as the settle down type. Never mind with somebody of higher class. I could have done without all that and just leaning more into the other part of that triangle. But I mean, again, overall, I really enjoyed the watch. I give it. I'm struggling to kind of narrow down on a point on this one, so I'm going to do one of my first ever kind of bracket ones. I give it somewhere between a 5.5 and a solid 6. I really enjoyed it. I just had issues with some of the writing. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would. I thought it was a fun watch. I just wanted a little bit more out of it, especially given its length. For something that's 2.5 hours, I feel like you got to do a better job at fleshing out some of those details, or just making things seem a little, kind of like Cindy said earlier with the scene of them fighting the beast for the first time, when all of a sudden all these traps are set up. Like, well, how did we get these traps? They seem pretty elaborate. They seem like they would have taken time. So even if it's a small montage, give me something letting me know you guys are setting up traps, not just jump to, we're going to have this fight, and all of a sudden we have all these very, intricate and kind of big sized and scaled traps set up. So those are kind of the things that just lost me a bit. So somewhere between like a 5.5 and a solid 6, enjoyable, kind of a nostalgic feel to it with the way it was filmed. Oh, and I agree, actually, Stacey, I'm glad you mentioned it. The cinematography, surprisingly really good in this, especially in some of like the panning landscape transitions and things like that. Really well done. So yeah, that's where I leave it. I recommend, really enjoyed it, and somewhere between a 5.5 and a 6.
Excellent. Completely agree. I think that's what kind of Jade kind of got to the end. She was like, yeah, that's kind of like middle. So I kind of get it. I think it's, for me, I can get that, Scott. I love the time period. I just love the look.
Yeah,
that's why
sure.
I give
well,
it
and they do a great job with it.
Mm.
So especially if you have kind of a general interest in that time period anyways, it's going to speak to you a little bit more, because I do think they do a fantastic job with that.
Yeah. Now, talking about the cinematography and the direction, I actually can't remember. The guy who directed this did then Silent Hill. So kind of that eerie kind of
that
vibe.
real eerie feel.
Yeah,
to
that
it.
kind
Wow.
of, yeah. So you kind of get that kind of look they did. Yeah, he went straight into. I'd like Silent Hill for the look. The movie's a bit poor, I think, but for the look of Silent Hill, I think it's quite good. So yeah, that's the director. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Jay, you're not going to believe this, but I'll start with my score. I gave it a 5.75. So I was there with you.
I was kind of zoning in on 5.8. So there we go.
Honestly, I was there. I was at 5.75.
7.5.
Because again, I was like 5.5 to 6, and the things that it did so well, it really did well. You've all mentioned it. I do like the look. I do like the fight scenes. I like the theme. It wasn't like this was okay. This was not a woke film. This was 2001, but it did capture the theme of the respect for nature, and the nature versus nurture, and the science versus religion, and all that kind of stuff that would be handled in a poor way, I think, in many films today. So I did appreciate it. I definitely like the settings. I'll be extraordinarily careful and ask for forgiveness. I will name the two um, structures where it was filmed. So the Castle de Bihan was one of them, and the other one was the Chateau de Roquetelade.
Sounds good to me.
And they're actually obviously historic places in the Pyrenees, so authentically shot by the French in France, of course. I'm all about not just the costumes, but the setting. I do also like a good dinner scene. For me, where it did really fall down, it was too long. It was 2.5 hours was too long for this film. Now, for some films, 2.5 hours goes by really fast. In this one, it lagged when the story shifted from kind of moving toward understanding that there's something not supernatural happening here, and that there's this cult of it was just too long, and the lack of chemistry between Gregoire and Marianne. The two of them together just made no sense. In fact, there was so much more chemistry between him and Sylvie that I just didn't understand that other relationship. It was too fast. You're essentially in a room with a woman, and 2 minutes later, she's the love of your life. But then I'm going to go to a brothel. I don't understand it.
That's meant for you.
Fair point.
Very French. It's very French. But I do, like I said, for all the reasons that I mentioned, I do think this is definitely a recommend, and I'm really glad I watched it because it was not at all what I expected. It was well done, and I'm actually, James, looking forward to more French films and would love to find others, maybe not as graphic as this one. But I would be really interested in more and more foreign. We've talked about this, more foreign film here in America. We don't seek out foreign films. I mean, I think the ones that are derived from manga, yes, and I just can't think of any other foreign films that we really seek out. So this film definitely made me interested. So thank you for putting it on the wheel.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I think it does have something like nostalgia. I think when them ones have nostalgia, and I get all your points and all that, like things like that. I love that time period. I find it very not romantic, but a romantic time in history, if that makes sense, because you've got the golden age of piracy, you've got the French Indian Wars, and then you've got the revolution,
these crazy Americans
and
doing
then you've got
thing.
and then you've got that. But this whole time period from like
the world turned upside down, right? That's what it was.
I always say, like, from if you want to study history, 1760 to like 1815 is a great time. That I know it's like fact, but what a great that is gone. The world is gone literally. Boom! You have like people go like you have that, but you have the Napoleonic Wars, you have the 1812 War, you have like the American Revolution. You go back to the French Indian War. Well, I don't think, except for like this and like what is in that time period, the only other grand movie is the Last of the Mohicans. That's it, and I think that is such a pivotal point and the turning point of not nations but continents. I think it's like that. So I think like I love the period, and I do love the costume drama. I think it's a good, because when I watched it first time, I didn't expect it. What, I've got to watch a French movie? Wow. And I think you get that, and then it's actually bloody good. Like that. So yeah, it's like, and I say it's not going to be a groundbreaking. It's not that, but it's like liking it. I'm liking it. So yeah, I appreciate the art of the movie, what they were trying to do. But again, there's just, and I think we've all agreed, it's just lacking. There's something lacking. I don't know what it is, but yeah, otherwise from that, it's good.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Sandy, have you got the numbers?
I do. I don't have I did not make a sheet because it was, I really only have one set of numbers, and that the budget was roughly 29 million American. So I didn't convert it back to French, and it made 70 million worldwide. So it did make money. It more than doubled its money for a very limited run in the United States, and most of its run in France and Europe. So that very limited exposure for this film.
But dear, one thing, it is the number 6 movie of all time in America for a foreign language movie in French.
Really?
Is it? But I can't think of any other. Now I'm gonna have to look up. Okay, what?
And but this is I wonder if it's North America or just the United States, because it just said in mine the Americas. So I wonder if that's Canada as well. And if Canada, you've got like Quebec,
language. So I can think of one that I saw, and I can't remember the name of it.
Not Emmanuel. Was it? I forgot. What's the romance one? That's got to be number 1.
I don't know, but the key.
Oh,
Amelie.
Yeah, Amelie, that's it.
Okay,
not
so
Manuel,
it's Amelie.
That's something completely different.
The Intouchables. Don't know what that is. A Prophet. Don't know what that is. What's the one? Something... Oh, and the Artist, right? The Artist won the Academy Award.
I thought that was Italian. Maybe it's French Italian. Maybe it
says French. It says here, but it could be wrong. So some of the top French language films, other popularly and acclaimed Yeah, the artist won the Academy. This says French. I thought it was Italian too, but
yeah, I thought it was Italian, but yeah.
I thought there was some what is the key? The key.
Never heard of key.
Something the key. And then after that, Entre nous, La Femme Nikita.
Yeah, that'll be up there.
Cyrano de Bergerac. Le Cage aux Folles, the original one. Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Yeah.
Leon the Professional.
Oh well, that's Leon is a French actor, but it's American, British, kind of production.
Yeah,
it's got Gary Oldman in it.
It counts as a French film.
How weird! It's completely.
Then
in
the
English.
artist won the Oscar in 2011.
I'm guessing maybe they're doing not a French language. They also got French production because I'm sure the artist is Italian. I'm sure like the Italian isn't the main guy because it's silent, isn't it? So maybe
yeah. It is Bernini, right? What's his name? Is it Bernini? Not Bernini.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Title. Okay, I got to find out this key thing. French film with key in the title. Sarah's Key. Okay, it mustn't have been. Then it must have been very popular. But yeah, it was the one with Kristen Scott Thomas. And it's called Sarah's Key. It's about the Holocaust. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was an extremely good film, but it didn't make the top 10. Sarah's.
Do you have your other notes about the book, or do we do notes?
So I did. So what I found was it's not a book that several books referenced the legend, the beast. Let me pull that.
No, it's a 3 novels under the Raylands or the Rarlands or something like that by a American author.
And I was looking all over the place. These foreign films, it's hard to get the same information. So all I had, and it was from the whatever that box office. Not Box Office Mojo, the other one, was that it was based on a number of books that had referenced the legend, the Beast of Gevaudan, and that a screenplay had been written by Christophe Gans and Stephen Cabal. Now, were those either of the writers of the book that you're referencing?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, it might do. This is weird because one of the guys, he has 3 book names.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Don't know why I like that. And he and he's like, and I was like, why would you have 3? But then you realize he did fantasy novels, but then he also did Star Wars novels, and he did have different things. And then he went on to do like historical history like novels, like real factual. So he had 3 different ones. I was like, that's weird. So yeah, it might be a pseudonym.
Yeah, it's kind of it's been hard with some of the foreign films to find the real, data about them. One of the other foreign films, not The Seventh Seal, but Akira, like I couldn't find anything on the real box office numbers here. You may be able to find it over there, but it wasn't.
Well, if All Quiet on the Western Front comes on, I'm not giving you my original book.
Wait, we didn't watch it? Oh, you and I did it for War Film, didn't we?
We did it on that. We had it as both our picks.
That's why. That's why. Okay, there's some that we've talked about that I forgot we haven't really dug into here on Film Club, like The Princess Bride, Jay. We've talked about The Princess Bride, but it hasn't come up on the wheel. So yeah, but no, really, I certainly I'm glad we watched it, and I recommend, and I'm ready for more French film, and now I have a list. So here's the list. I agree.
Yeah, it's good, but you're gonna hate one of them because it's good. Like like when I made you watch Critters, and you were like, "What did I just watch, Jay?" There's one called Delicatessen, and it's great, but you were like, "What is he making me watch?" It's one of those ones. So if that comes up, I'm sorry, but not sorry, because it's great, but it's a French art movie, but very
expanding our horizons.
Very
put it that way.
Yeah, but then you go, why did he watch that? How did? But it is great. It is great. Now, Jay. So we have eliminated 2 movies. I just want to put that. Sandy added another 2, just to let you know.
Okay.
I do apologize. The wheel will never. We added.
She took off 2, and then she added 2.
Hey, that's what happens. That's the wheel.
We didn't know that we didn't have the Magnificent 7. How did we not have the original, the real one, the Magnificent 7 on our list? I do not know. So we were discussing when we were discussing westerns, and then
King George.
I thought you put it on. Maybe you thought I put it on, but neither of us had put the Madness of King George. So, so we have reviewed. This was our 58th. This was our 58th film, and we have 310 minus 58. And I'm really slow with math here. So 252, we start with 245. So we've got 252 left. So we've actually increased the total number.
Well, and only over a year gone. There we go. But have we noticed we've not, I don't think in any of the lists, unless something slipped in there, there's no 2020 movies. There's only the category 2020s.
Let's see. Let me sort.
Yeah, I would say that sounds right.
I'm sure there is no 2020 movies. There's a Seventh Samurai. I'm sure Seventh Samurai is on there. I'm sure that is got that. If that,
hang on, I gotta look at 2020.
I'm sure that is.
Yes, there is one.
Oh,
20. Yeah, there's 2.
Oh, okay.
American Underdog, you put on there.
Oh, yes, I put that on.
2021.
Yeah.
And The Whale, I think we both.
Yes. Yeah.
Or maybe Jay, you put that on. You put The Whale on. I think all 3 of us would have put that on. And then we did review Superman 2025, and we did review. I almost said Gosford Park. We did review Downton. So those are reviews. They didn't come up on the wheel technically, but we've added them so that we can count them.
That's going to be hard then, because if you actually go back to that 2020, like that category, if that comes up, that's going to be hard. I think. I've got what I've got. I think I've got one movie that I actually like.
There's not a lot.
I've got a couple good options. I've found a few gems that I think will be.
Mine's foreign. I was like,
mine are not foreign.
No, mine. No. But
well, that's not true. 1 or 2 is actually probably so. But yeah, there's. I think we'll have a few decent choices for that one.
All right, we do have 7 Samurai, so we're good. So we're good there.
Who put it on me? Is that me? Must have been me.
I've
never seen it.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be me.
That's it. Yeah. But now we're going to do it differently as always. We started last week to do it. We've got to watch a trailer for next week's.
I'm excited. Yay!
I'm going to put it on. Now I'm going to just read out before we do this. So we have a list, people. We have a list, and it's called List and Rankings. And if I go down to Night of Museum, what Sandy put on, and we do a score out of 1, 2, or 3. 1, really like. 2, yeah, it's okay. And then 3, yeah, it's okay. Now, I put, Sandy, you put it as a number 1. And then you actually tagged me after I put it in as a number 3. You put, what is wrong with you?
as I should have.
I just want to say that. You did it to me. Jay put a 3 as well.
Well, I've never seen it. I was never all that interested in, and it's funny because I grew up in the era where I was the target demographic.
Yeah.
And I just was never interested in these movies for some reason or another. And I was a big Ben Stiller fan with Zoolander and Meet the Parents, him and Owen Wilson, who I believe is also in it. Dodgeball. So I was a big Ben Stiller fan, but for some reason, this one just, I to be honest with you, I think this was the age when it came out. It was the age for me where I was transitioning out of like the childhood movies into more of like the American Pies and like the teenage kind of more raunchy comedies. So when I saw like a family, I mean, let's not mince words here. That was part of it. I was going from being a kid to a teenager. So the idea of like a more family-based Ben Stiller movie just didn't do it for me as much as Dodgeball or, those comedies that would swear and, push the edginess a little bit. So I just kind of was going through 2 different kind of in between phases of movie watching that this one kind of ended up feeling like, oh, that's like a baby movie. I don't want to watch it. And then it just kind of slipped by me all these years, and I've circled back to it. So I'm actually really excited to go to watch it this time.
It's okay because you have a little one that someday you're going to watch it with, and James has a little one that I think is almost at the right age to at least kind of get a little something out of it. I think like 7-8-year-old is probably the sweet spot there, but yeah.
Now we've got a twice. What's his name? Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. We had in Wedding Crashers.
That's 2. Robin Williams. This is his first one we've got on this, and I can't see if we got anything else.
Yeah.
There's a couple of firsts on this one. So yeah, I can't believe Owen Wilson's gone into our dual category list. It's like that because we've only got we've got a couple of free people.
Yeah, we've got someone. Christopher Walken just moved into the 3 club.
There we go.
After,
we've got those 4.
Al Pacino's a 3-timer.
Al Pacino and Josh Brolin. We have no one in the 4 category.
No in the 4 category. There we go.
But someone certainly could get into the 4 category. But yeah, this will be the first Ben Stiller. This will be the first Robin Williams. This will not be the first Bill Cobbs, the old guard gentleman who also was in Demolition Man. So this is number 2 for Bill Cobbs. It's number 1 for Dick Van Dyke and number 1 for
he's turning
Mickey
100
Rooney.
soon.
He's still with us. I know.
Wow, I did not know that.
I know.
He's literally
Dame Patricia, but
did you see him like when he was like he's like, how are you? Like, and he stood like, I'm gonna do some weights. He does weights still at 99. He's like, no, he's like that.
He is amazing. So so this is it's a go in, and earlier this week I did a live stream around the museums because Friday was the last day that our museums will be open due to the government shutdown. So when everything else shut down last week, the museum still had funding through the end of this weekend. So next week, if the government shutdown continues, then the Smithsonian's will be closed. Did a little tour. I did a little night at the museum tour around the museums on Friday, and got to talk up this movie and film club for next week. So yay.
Now,
very cool.
Yay. Well, let's watch the trailer. I'm going to get hit again because I got hit by copyright and won it in like 2 hours.
Okay, good.
Literally, good. I was like, oh my, go away. And literally, they just dropped it. I was like, yeah. So that's it.
Oh, good.
So,
I'm glad.
Yeah. Fox went for it. And then they were just like, nope. So it's a trailer. Come on. It's a trailer. And it's a 2006 trailer as well.
You know what I mean?
I'm not giving spoilers, people.
We're literally telling people to go watch this movie so we can come back and talk about it. We're doing good for you guys.
So let's watch the trailer. Then we're gonna do the wheel, and then we're gonna hopefully get that trailer.
Watch another.
Let's do this. All right, let's get it up to good volume. Let us know if the volume's bad or good. Here we go.
It's good.
I'm Larry Daly. I've got a job interview with Cecil Fredericks.
Let me point you in the right direction.
Great. Teddy Roosevelt.
I like her. I forget what her name is, but
he was our 4th president, right?
26th.
26th.
This is the kid who wants to be the new night guard.
He looks like a weirdie.
I'll give you a little tour. This is the diorama room.
I remember these little guys.
On the left there is your Attila the Hun. And this is the Hall of African Mammals.
Guy's cute.
He's quite a little ball of fun, aren't you, Dexter? It can get a little spooky around here at night, so you might want to put a few lights on. And the most important thing of all to remember, don't let anything in or out.
Out?
Freaking awesome! This is a museum. I cannot tolerate this type of chaos.
Oh my God!
any of us, Keith?
Fire of the Iron Horse, boys.
Oh! For crying out loud!
Come to work with me tonight. You won't be disappointed. This is so not worth 11:15 hour.
Yay! And there's also Rami Malek.
I just realized, sorry, I have to do a break. We do the breakdown, and I've got to go. And then there's the next silly moment. And then the next silly. But I love that because when I was watching it, it actually made me chuckle. You know, when you just have a little, oh, that's funny, you know, like that. So, yeah. Sorry, Sandy, you were saying.
And those aren't the only silly moments. That trailer is just the beginning. And we didn't see Rami Malek. We didn't see Sacagawea. We didn't see so many other important characters in this movie. Not just for kids. This is and to my heart of hearts, history does come alive. And I love that. And I said it last week, and I'll probably say it 10 more times. But if you wanted to define me in 3 films, it is Raiders of the Lost Ark, Night at the Museum, and National Treasure. That's it. That's me. That's what I do. That's what I aspire to be.
That'd be good. Jay, by next week, I want you to in 3 movies.
Ooh.
That's a good question.
There we go.
Yeah, interesting.
I like that.
I'll think about it.
I like that.
Misery. Brief encounters.
Greatest game ever played.
I wish I was a little bit more like that one. It'd be nice to play that kind of golf for once.
But as always, after that, now, well, not as always because you just started. We're gonna let's do the wheel. Any preference? I think we've had some good. Hold it. So next is we've actually gone for the first time for a long while. I think it was Jay, James, Sandy. So it's now Jay. It's got to be your pick, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm fine with it if we alternate. Because I've had a couple
very evenly spread,
but I'm still behind.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're still behind, so you've got a lot of catching up to do, Jay. So
and Delicatessen is right at the top there, somehow shuffled up.
There we go. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
maybe we get that one.
Bastards, yeah. Well, then that's there. That'd be quite hard.
I would have to. I have to get back to you guys.
I want a western.
Sure I would think.
I want a western. I want a western. I do. We've not had a single western, so that's it. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go on with it. Let's crack on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is James Partner pick. All right. What is this?
Okay, I'm going to.
Do we have it?
I think she knows what it is, but she's not told me.
Jade.
Oh my, she's gonna absolutely hate me. Let me just send her a picture, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh my." We can wait for a little bit. Let's just. Shall I go and see? She'll be like, "Oh my, what do you think?"
Mounting.
What do you think? So
I think it'll be something very classy. And with good costumes.
Oh no, but she could really just be annoying.
I feel like it's gonna be like a rom-com or something.
Well, she would be annoying for you. She wouldn't be annoying for me.
No. She'll piss.
Jade and I are friends.
Okay, shall I have a chat? I'm going to go and see her. Just make sure she picks up the phone and I'll get the answer. Okay, she's going to be like, oh, "This is so much pressure." Okay, you two chat.
Which ones of our special categories have you done any thinking on? Have you told your partner that it's possible that she needs to choose a film sometime?
Yep, she knows that one, and I know what hers is going to be. It's going to be Sleeping with the Enemy. I will ask her the day of just to be sure there's not something else, because like every so often she will be like, "Oh my god, I love this movie so much," and it'll surprise the hell out of me. I'll be like, "I didn't even know you've seen this movie." So I'll definitely ask her that same day that it does come up, not just assume that it's Sleeping with the Enemy. However, I did check with her. I think after we got your partner pick, I checked with her. I'm like, "What movie would it be?" And as soon as I asked her, she blurted out Sleeping with the Enemy. So I'm pretty positive it'll be that one.
You're set for that. I had I had not looked at that long list in a while. I think James sent it to us a while ago of all the different special categories that we had to be thinking of. So we have our B movies as well. I like those.
See, so I wrote down a little spreadsheet here where I thought I took all the options, but I must have missed some because I don't have that. I don't have Western on this, so I have to go back and look at the list of all the options we have.
Oh, I don't remember if we had Western. Now I can't find the email.
You saw it on the wheel there, so we must have, unless it was a late addition to it maybe after Stacey sent us the list of options. But I got to go back and check because I don't have B movie on here either. I have to.
I'm going to have trouble with drama because all my dramas tend to be war films, and I think they're all on there. So I'm going to have to really think about drama. Romance. I mean, I might as well put romance as my terrible, my own awful pick, hated pick. I don't like romance films, so I really have to think about it. While it's current, is Tron on the list? The original Tron. AWOL, that's a fantastic comment. I would say it should be. Let me look. Because it might have been one that I would have put on because yes, it's on there and I put it on there. So Tron is on the list, as is The Black Hole. Remember that kind of, call it B sci-fi movie?
No, I don't.
Jade says she needs more time. You have all the time you need, except it needs to be by next Wednesday-ish. And if there's a book, I need more time, Jade. But no, you get the time you need to really think about it.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, no rush. Disney movie. Oh, Daryl. I mean, it would be an animated film for sure.
Yeah, I would. I almost immediately want to jump to Pixar, but there's a lot of 2D animation too. That's great from Disney. Lion King, Tarzan, Hercules is actually probably one that would be top of the list for me. I absolutely love Hercules. I always have when I was a kid, or since I was a kid. So there's a lot of good 2D animation from Disney as well.
Let's see. And just to kind of look at animation, I just want to make sure some of my favorites are on there, because my favorite is The Incredibles. And
we have that on the list, right?
The Incredibles is on the list, and Coco is on the list, like that. Did you put Hercules on the list?
I didn't. There's a lot that I wish I'd put on that I'll have to find space to kind of add them to these different categories, because I just didn't think long enough. On the list. Tarzan did make it. I just didn't think long enough when it came to the original creation of the list, that I wish I had kind of sat down and just gave a little bit more thought to it, because there's so many more movies that I would have liked to have added.
Well, the wheel's not going anywhere.
There's plenty of time for them to make their way on there.
We're constantly adding to it. So yeah, we did add last week. And there was another one today that I thought of. And I thought, I wonder if that's on the Wheel of Film. And now I can't remember which one it was. Oh, it might have been Tron. Actually, it might have been Tron, because I was looking at the F&T from last night and the chat about the Tron film. I mean, to me, there's only one Tron film.
So Jay, I'll be honest.
Have you?
I liked the second one, Tron Legacy. I enjoyed it. Okay. It was a spectacle at the time. I was in high school.
Was it Kurt Russell?
It was God, why is his name Jeff Bridges?
I mean Jeff. Sorry, I got.
Jeff Bridges. They have a similar look to them, honestly.
The same,
But years. It was Jeff Bridges, and God, why am I forgetting? I'm forgetting the actor's name. He was kind of up and coming at the time a bit. He was in Four Brothers as well. Oh, his name is slipping my mind.
Legacy.
I can't remember, but he was in it, and was it Olivia Wilde, I believe, as well?
It is.
I liked it. Daft Punk did all the music for it. Visually, it was a spectacle.
Oh yeah,
it's not great, but it was a fun popcorn blockbuster and kind of IMAX experience.
Oh my gosh, Michael Sheen is in it. James Frain is in it. Those are awesome stage actors. So the one you're thinking of is Garrett Hedlund.
Garrett Hedlund, yes, that is his name.
What
I couldn't
else
think of it.
In? Oh, and
he
Bruce
was in
Bach
Four
later?
Brothers, which I liked a lot. That was an old Mark Wahlberg kind of action flick from that era.
And then the original Tron. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, because I was a way little kid, and I just remember the god awful video game, arcade, cabinet video game that was just driving the cycles around. actually, I think it had 4 different like movie, kind of scenes you could play. I can't remember the other ones, but so Bruce Boxleitner was. See, I just don't remember because I was a kid. I remember Jeff Bridges, but I don't remember the other characters because I was just so little when I saw it. Mm-hmm. Peter Jurasik is in it. Oh my gosh! Wow, that's
hi.
Oh, so he played Crom. He was Crom in this. Cool. So Peter Jurasik from Babylon 5. So he's Londo. So we talked last week about the actor who played Jakar from Babylon 5. This was Jakar's kind of counterpoint. So we talked about Andreas Katsoulis, who was in The Fugitive, who was the one-armed man, and how he played Jakar in Bab 5. And his counterpoint was Peter Jurasik, who was Londo. They were the two who were like the 2 main huge cultures that were perennially at war. I mean, if you want to say, I hate to say this, like if you want to say 2 cultures today who are, perennially at war, it would be like that. Not the main culture. So it wouldn't be like, US and Russia. It would be like historically India, Pakistan, or historically, well, Britain and France, that sort of, long-standing, absolute historic hatred of each other. So Jade needs more time, huh?
She's gonna put it in the chat.
Oh, is she?
Oh, okay.
I was like, you what? She was like, I've narrowed it down, I think, to 3, and now she's literally was like, I hate you. Why can't I get a genre? Can I have a genre? Like if you had action like that.
No,
it's
like, any film.
Now she did say one straight away, and I was like, that's a good one. And then she said, but I like this. What about that? And then she's just like that. So I think she's like, let's oh no, she's still texting. I'm reading. I'm like that. This is not fair. Do it. I'm just gonna put first movie comes in your head.
No undue influence here.
Yeah.
Anything she likes. Oh,
yep. It could be the first movie that comes to your head that you'd recommend. First movie that might troll Stasis and annoy him a bit. It could be whatever you want.
No. If there was one, I was like, you can't have this one. It's like, and literally one that she liked was a Portuguese, like dubbed kid movie. And
the Christmas movie, right, or something. Yeah, I remember you telling. Oh, you got the poster though. I remember you telling us about.
Yeah. And I was like, don't put that on because it's just. I was like, we won't.
Jade, I'd love to see it.
Going on.
I'd be fine. Oh my god,
don't.
I'd love to see the little Christmas animation.
It's not a Christmas animation. It's about a caterpillar.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember. No Western. I don't know. Western. She doesn't. She likes my Westerns. So if she did, it would be a good one. Action movie. I would say if she did action, it would go through. I'm guessing 80s. I'm guessing late 80s. Martial arts. She knows a lot of those because her brother did martial arts. So it could be that. Comedy, it would be J0. Boom. That would be the comedy. I don't think it would be historical. Romance, I know which one she will pick. If it's going to be that. But it'd be like an adventure romance. Animated. Disney's always on there. We might have to watch The Little Mermaid. Or something. Yeah, so I've got now. This is the thing because now I'm keeping every time somebody puts something in chat. I'm like, is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be it.
Is it? Oh shit! Now the worst thing, she stopped texting. She might misspell it. No, she won't.
That's okay.
No, I would misspell it. Jade wouldn't. This is like that. This is love it because I know she's like really like, how dare you? Like the pressure, and I'm like, you knew it. I was like, but you knew this might happen. This was gonna be there, and you didn't think of that's the one I'll pick. That's the one.
It's already happened once. My husband.
Oh, down to 2. There we go. Oh,
all right, we're getting somewhere.
Oh, yeah, maybe we got Downton 2. Maybe Downton 2. Ooh. Down to 2. Oh, what is it? Maybe it could be one that she's worked on. There we go. Ooh, that would be interesting.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome?
That's what I did. That I did on that. Except for one of them is Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh God, no.
I've actually to this day still haven't seen that one. I refuse.
Well, remember, my partner also gave his review. He wrote it up for me to read. Remember, so she's got to give her review too.
Oh, Daryl really wants the Western. Western.
That's funny.
Yeah, but she could pick. Was it A Million Ways to Die, or that stupid comedy?
The Seth MacFarlane one.
Yeah, that is awful. I think it's A Million Ways to Die, wasn't it? With
there's A Million Ways to Die in the West or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. That is.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Watched it once and went, oh, that is just too silly. That is too silly. Oh, come on, still a Western.
Still a Western. Still a Western.
I keep on seeing that's gonna. I'm just gonna see Reckless Wolf.
Is there a cartoon that's?
How funny is it? We just watched Brotherhood of the Wolf. Reckless Wolf has to make the choice.
Yeah, there you go.
See, there's our. We always have a thread.
There we go. Oh, always a wolf and wolf. Oh, here we go. We've got it.
Awesomeness.
All right.
The Princess
Jade, you
Bride.
are amazing. You have such good taste. You do.
All right, so that means we take one off the wheel because that is already on the wheel. I can't let it.
And that is a perfect choice because Sandy, I think you mentioned The Princess Bride like a few minutes ago or earlier in the stream.
Every stream.
And I thought again,
something you hadn't seen, Jay. Something you hadn't seen.
How I want to wait for the wheel so that I can finally watch this for the first time. So perfect. That works out.
There you go. And I said if it was going to be romance, it'd be romance and adventure.
Or is it you hadn't seen it, or is it that you didn't like it, Jay?
This one I hadn't seen. So this and Highlander feel like the two most loved ones from the 80s that I hear about the most. And I hadn't seen either. Now, Highlander I saw and I didn't like. So this is the big test to see if the 80s generation is lying to me and just like their nostalgia, or if these are one of these at least is a really good movie. We'll see.
Now I do know Dan, Mr. Porkchop, watched it recently. And
doesn't he like this one a lot?
And he said he didn't like it. And everybody,
that's right.
Remember when we were on with him?
That's right.
Yeah, he said he didn't like it.
Because Highlander, I believe, got upset that he didn't like it and that I hadn't seen it. That's right.
That's it.
Yep.
As you wish.
As you wish.
And Jay doesn't know what that means. But
you have no idea.
No, it is. Okay. Oh, there. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. I need to go and get the trailer. So
it's it's a story in a story, and it's a family. It's like an adventure. It's like it has every trope. It is the basis of every damsel in distress film with the good guys, the bad guys, the band
1987.
Hold it.
Jay, you into your wrestling, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andre the Giant's in it.
Yeah, Andre the Giant. Yep.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yep. I've always known that was one of his bigger acting roles.
Documentary of him.
I've seen many in the past. I don't know if there's a specific more recent one.
So sad.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. Andre the Giant's a sad story. Unbelievable kind of person in wrestling history, but sad story. Actually, speaking of documentaries, though, I meant to recommend this one to the both of you. I saw it recently while I was scrolling Amazon for this movie, Brotherhood of the Wolf. There's a John Candy documentary that was just released on Amazon that looked really interesting.
I like
that. Jade. I'll try, Jade, but like I said, I was promised great things in Highlander, and I didn't see it. So I'm hoping you guys aren't lying to me on this one.
That's by Ryan Reynolds, isn't it? The new one.
Yes, I believe he was executive producer on it. Him and somebody else I thought had a pretty
mute myself and
recognizable name.
I like that, and I like the title. I Like Me.
Yeah,
it comes from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
It breaks my
it looks so like the trailer was cut magnificently because it's so upbeat and like fun, happy, smiling about John Candy in the beginning, and then about halfway through it shifts to the sides, the sad side of his story, and you're just like, it's. I remember watching it. I turned to my wife and I'm just the trailer. And I turned to my wife. I'm like, it's always the funny guys. It's always the guys who try to make everybody else smile, and it just breaks your heart. It truly
is. Historically, it just is, and I'm looking forward to watching.
That's
in a good way, just to kind of remember all the good stuff too, because and I mean he was everywhere and he was awesome. But
I just watched Uncle Buck recently, and I just forgot how much I love that movie and just love seeing John Candy. Talk about a guy that the pure sight of him makes you smile.
100%. 100%. That, like, kind of like a Robin Williams. You
Yeah,
see him,
yeah.
you're gonna laugh.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Are we ready? Let's
I'm
make
ready.
sure the volume's good. No things. Thank you, Jade.
Thank you, Jade.
In 1972, Academy Award winner William Goldman wrote The Princess Bride. It took 15 years before director Rob Reiner brought it to the screen. Now,
that's right. It's Rob
audiences
Reiner.
agree it was worth the wait. Joel Siegel says The Princess Bride is thrilling, exciting, very funny.
This is the first
magic. Don't
trailer.
miss it. People magazine calls it an
Well,
instant
this isn't
classic,
great one, is
the
it?
good time movie of the
This
year.
is like,
that
Just
says
like
like,
a
I think. Yeah, okay, let's go look up. Sorry, Jade. Let's see if we got a good one.
But it makes you laugh. It's funny. It's fun. And then it really, it gets you in the feels. I mean, when Inigo Montoya, not when he does the line that we all quote, but when the man in black, or the six-fingered man, tells him why won't you quit? And he just calms down and says, I miss my father. Oh my gosh. It's just like, it just kills you. It just, there's so much family in this film. It's all about family. And
let's try this one. This is apparently trailer number 2, but let's try this one.
Grandfather's here.
Can't you tell me I'm sick? Help pinch my cheek.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was like a story.
It's a story in a story.
Hey, how was your sick? Huh? I brought you a special present.
What is it?
It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father. And today, I'm going to read it to you.
It was a time when life didn't seem so complicated.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
What?
What?
I'm killing myself once we reach the honeymoon suite.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Of gentle conversation.
I will always come for you.
But how can you be sure?
This is true love.
Oh no. Is this a kissing book?
No. Actually, there was a lot of treachery, peril, and revenge.
Prepare to die.
Never go in against the Sicilians when death is on the line.
There were affairs of state.
I've got my country's 500th anniversary to plan, my wedding to arrange, my wife to murder, and Gilda to frame for it. I'm swamped.
And affairs of the heart.
My Wesley will always come for me.
Your Wesley is dead.
I've seen worse.
Bye, boy. Have fun storming the castle.
It's more than turning. What's the difference? We got him.
Think it'll wait?
It could take a miracle.
Goodbye.
It's a story of love.
It's not a very good
Tale
trailer.
of adventure.
This is the official one.
It's as real as the feelings you feel.
You're kissing again.
Someday you may not mind so much.
The Princess Bride. Not just your basic, average, everyday, ordinary, run-of-the-mill, ho-hum fairy tale.
I don't think I realized it was as much of a comedy as it seems to be. I didn't know that about it.
It's kind of that is the official trailer they released. That is not a good. I'm not saying that is not a good trailer.
Try not to put it in a category, Jay. It's in a category of all its own, and I think that's why it became a cult classic, because it's not a comedy, it's not a drama.
Okay.
It is all of those things. There's romance, there's battle scenes, it's an adventure. It's everything.
Piracy.
The entire book / movie. It is everything.
Oh, you got to read a book, haven't you?
I do have a wonderful book to read. Yes.
Yay!
Happy to. Awesome.
So hold it. You got a short children's book then for Night at Museum.
I have a little book to read. Yes.
There you go. And then it's not a large book. I can't remember.
I don't remember either. I don't have it, so I'll have to go get it. But I've ordered the children's book just to have it, because it's just like 12 pages and I want the pictures. So can't do that in an audiobook. You got to see the pictures.
No, I'm guessing it won't take you that long.
I'll enjoy it.
But there you go. Here we go. So James's partner pick, Reckless of Jade. Thank you very much for a bit of Princess Bride.
Oh, and we owe Jade an extra thank you, because in a week where we subtracted 2 movies and then immediately added 2 movies, we kind of just had 2 birds with 1 stone. So there we go. We just kind of we took a movie back there. Perfect. That's good progress.
One out now, yeah. So yeah, I kind of want to say what her number 2s were.
Like let's hear it. Let's hear it. I need to know.
Should I do it, Jay? Can I spoil what they were going to be? There was 2 other options she told me about, and there might have been more.
Was this the option that you said that it would be a good option?
This is the one she went, what's the first movie? And this is the one she said straight away, and I was like, do it. Okay. Do it. If that's what you want, do it. The other one, she went for comedy, and she was going to do Dumber and Dumber.
Oh, I would have been very happy with that.
Oh, that would have been fun.
That is up there as one of the potential choices for me for comedy film.
And then the other, and I was like, yeah, that's great. And then the other one was fried green tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe.
I do not know that one.
That one I might not have enjoyed so much, but it's okay. It is a film. It is a film.
I don't know. A bit of mystery. There we go. So it's a good one. So yeah, so I would have enjoyed all 3, to be honest. I things like that, and Princess Bride. Yay! There we go. So we got a couple of fun. We had some good fun. So we got that. So we need so that will be Ooh, so we got that. So the next one.
2 good family films.
So next one's got to be a horror. It has to be Halloween.
I was going to say we got to be approaching.
That'll be on the Halloween, wasn't it? Yeah, so we're getting the Halloween. That we have to get that. We got 1 this week, a month, sorry. So we can't have everyone. But yeah, it's good. But yeah, Jay, you're gonna have some good. The thing is, hopefully, you come out like me and Sandy and the rest of the world has some start quoting stuff, and you'll be like, oh.
Well, it's funny because even just seeing that trailer, I was able to be like, oh, I know, I've seen this quoted in The Office, or I've seen this reference here. So a few of them I was already picking up on, like, oh, that's where that comes from.
Have fun, Storm of the Castle. I am Inigo Montoya. Killed my father, prepared to die. That's the easy one, but the one that gets me is, I miss my father. Just that simple 4 words. I miss my father. Yeah, it's like, you just want to cry your eyes out in that scene.
And it has Columbo in it.
There's Columbo in it.
Our first. So do we have? So it is our first Billy Crystal,
Carol Kane. All of them. Carrie Ells.
Yeah, we've not had any. I'm trying to think who's in this movie. There's not a crossover of anyone, is there? This is.
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, it's a big cast, though.
Yeah, I just can't think.
Did
of
we have
anybody.
Carrie Ells in one of the war movies? I don't know if it was one of the war. We haven't had Mandy Patinkin.
I don't think there is. I think this is a fresh newbie's been in.
We haven't had a Christopher Guest yet.
Cummings 1987. Is it 19? Did I say 1987 or 1989? Is it 1987? 87. Jade gonna say it. Jay, just say it.
Yeah, it wasn't my time.
We'll live it live.
A little bit before my time.
Oh, I was just starting school. Oh. What is it? Your kindergarten, I suppose. Is it no, the one up. What's the one up from kindergarten?
What year was? I'm sorry. Say again. What year?
87.
Oh, 87.
Yeah, that's first grade for us. Kindergarten, preschool, kindergarten, first grade, and then so on. Second grade, third grade.
We have
I was heading into high school, guys. I was older than you. I'm older than you.
Oh.
See that here. I'm looking for. I am looking. I thought we had Carrie Ells in another one, and it might have been something we reviewed in one of your reviews.
But I've nearly finished. After Jay, after you said, I think I said it last time. I think you went off. Is when you said, "Oh, I've started filling in a spreadsheet or whatever to." Kind of.
Yep, I'm literally working on mine as we speak.
I've literally done mine. near enough. But I've got some in different categories, and I'm like, oh, and then some of like, oh, I really want to throw literally a curveball. I've literally put was like, yeah, that is gonna like what the flipping heck, yeah. So that's it. But I do like the B movie one though. I was like, oh, that's the one. I think.
Oh, I'm ready for that. I have
that is going to
several.
be a lot of fun. I think because we're just be like, and I hope you both pick. What the flipping heck is that? Like B movie like that. Oh, but I say you like, well, if you give anything from like what some like 19s, like early 1940s is like B movies. Like if you go for sci-fi, like it's really like like Hollywood like sci-fi movies. Didn't do it, did they? So they're great. Was it was what they remaking, aren't they? Like the Attack of the like 50-foot woman or something, aren't they?
I thought I had saw
are they?
about
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So they're doing that as a comedy.
I found the movie.
Ah, there you go.
It was Glory. He's in Glory.
Okay, there you go.
And he's also in well, another film that I'm familiar with. It's not it would be a B movie for me. I don't know how you Brits feel about it, but Lady Jane, you know, the movie with Helena Bonham Carter playing Lady Jane. He's playing Guilford Dudley. It's him. He's her her husband for a minute before they both get their heads removed from their bodies.
Sad story.
It is a sad story. It's another one of those stories where, you know, a child is used for the profit and
now
prominence.
I've been there,
like
but
Anne
there's a place where they don't let the treetops go over a certain height, and they chop them off in respect of how she got decapitated.
Where is that? Is that?
Oh, Jade would know. Oh, I can't remember it, but it's a place where they get the hedgerows or whatever, and all the trees is all boom, 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 boom. They can't go over.
Oh my gosh!
It's like really like it's a nope because what happened to her. Sorry, Jade. A little bit of a history.
Sorry, going into
no worries.
Execution of semi queens or pseudo queens.
Yeah, it was like 8
queen
12
for 9
days.
days.
It was 9 days.
Yeah.
So and so it was like a play to for Elizabeth to not have a Catholic on the throne, and she was literally a 13-14-year-old girl that had like kind of like a political thing. She lost her life just for gains.
Puppet of her parents.
Yeah.
Just like Anne Boleyn. In a way. I mean,
her life is unsustatable kind of manipulation by just people around her. Didn't have a life, settled, you know, as a kid, and then you're queen, and now we're going to chop off your head.
Yep.
That was her life, like out of the blue, by the way. Like that. It's like terrible. But yeah. On that, we won't be watching that movie because it's not very good. But history,
it's not good at all. And you know who's in it?
Yeah, the history is good because it just shows things. Yeah.
Helena Bonham Carter is Lady Jane. I believe her father is Patrick Stewart. I believe it's Sir Patrick Stewart who plays her father. I mean, there's a lot of those. That was 1986. Oh, it feels like it was older. But Helena Bonham Carter, Carrie Ells, Michael Herndon, don't know who that is. Patrick Stewart, there we go. Yeah. All the stagey people.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to these next 2 movies.
I am.
They're going to be fun.
Because Night in the Museum I've not seen for a while, and Princess Bride. I can't say much more than Sandy knows, and Jay hopefully won't do a Dan.
I got no promises.
Jay, watch it with your.
If it does happen, and Sandy will agree to me, this will happen.
Yep. Watch it with your little boy right there next to you, and I guarantee you'll love.
I'll definitely see if my wife wants to watch it as well.
Watch this.
I can imagine she's never seen it, so we'll kind of get 2 first opinions at the same time.
I think that would be good. I think that would be great because it is a family film.
It is. It is indeed. It's good. Yeah. But everybody, this is a good bit of things. Good couple coming up then, haven't we? So that's good. But guys, unless you want anything to add, have what you got going on.
Not much for me. Same as always. Just keep an eye out for the channel, and I'll be back here next week.
Excellent. Sandy.
Fantastic. I don't think I'm going. I always say I'm not going anywhere, but who knows where I'll be tomorrow. We never know. We had a great Main Street bingo today in Middletown, Maryland. We found a lot of really cool historic spots, and about 19,000 popped in to join me at some point during the stream. So folks are really liking joining me on my little adventures. I don't think there will be one tomorrow, but always check my channel and see what's coming next.
Nice. For myself, I'm going to stream tomorrow. Jade is out at a kid's birthday party. So around about, I think she said around about 3 o'clock, probably British summertime. Going to be whatever that is on your time. Might do a little quick stream, just like an hour and a half. Maybe do like one of them like short horror ones, as it is that month. To go, maybe
that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Apart from that,
since you mentioned it, I think we do need to go back. I think you mentioned British summertime, so I am looking up when do
end of the month.
Our clocks change on different weekends.
Yes, we're a week before. We have to work out the schedule.
Okay, so here our clocks change on November 2nd.
And
yours change on
26th, I think. Was it?
It doesn't say when. Oh my God, your websites are so just put it on the front page. 26th of October.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 2 more weeks, and then you'll be 4 hours difference from us. Just for 1 week, and then we'll go back to 5 hours different. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, since you said it, I just want to make sure we all know when that's happening. So
that's fine. Yeah, but it won't make any difference, really, will it? Well, no, will it?
Yeah, well, one of us will have to stream at a different hour because
you're the first, aren't you?
4 hours difference. No, yours the week before us.
Yeah, but that's a Sunday,
right? So that means the following Saturday.
Oh, it's the first, and then you do change at midnight.
So that 1 week, November 1st, you're going to be 4 hours. So either we will stream at 4 o'clock, or you will stream at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Instead of 3 and 8, we'll figure it out, and we'll make sure we tell everyone. Plenty of time.
We'll work out logistics and work. But brain goes, what? Why is it still happening? But yeah, cool. Yeah, that's good. Then we go back to GMT. There we go. That'd be good. But yeah, from that next week, I don't know. I've got a couple of horror ones, and I want to play Red Dead. I'm going to do that too.
Oh, do that.
Oh, nice. I love that game.
I'm going to do that again.
I do too.
It's a great one. And it's like I keep looking, and I'm like, there's not much great at the moment. Got a couple of other ones. I'm like, is next apparently end of the year, but when that's going to drop, I don't know.
Are you interested in Silk Song or
what's that?
Hollow Knight, the sequel game. It's honestly pretty fun. I actually have to get back to it. I haven't touched it in a couple weeks myself, but it's fun little kind of roguelike or roguelite rather, side-scrolling platformer.
Okay.
You did a few shorts on those, but you haven't streamed, have you?
No, I haven't streamed in a little bit.
Well, do that. You need to do that.
I know. I'm well overdue.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool. But everybody, thank you all for popping in. As always, had a great one for Brotherhood of the Wolf. And then we've got Night in the Museum. And I probably have to fight the copyright again for that trailer. But don't worry, I will win it again. Just going to copy and paste. Just go away. And then, The Princess Bride. What kind
That'll be
art
fun.
you like?
That'll be fun.
So there you go.
Oh, our friend Pete is still streaming. If we want to
nice.
send folks over to the Heretical Nerd. And he's doing his 40K Warhammer thing. Warhammer 40K thing. You can tell I'm sorry I don't do the Warhammer thing, but he is.
I've never done.
I've wanted to try jumping into Warhammer, but I just don't know where to start. There's so much. It's like overwhelming. There's so much. I've watched like a few YouTube videos too, especially when Henry Cavill kind of got the rights to doing Warhammer and all that. I was like, all right, big Henry Cavill fan.
Are wild.
I'm gonna try to figure this stuff out and see what it's all about. And I watched I think there was like a 4-hour documentary of just like a video somebody made explain basically like Warhammer 101 for dummies, and I was the dummy. I got lost like 30 minutes into it. It is insanely in depth. And then I tried again a second time when that show Secret Level had come out on Amazon, where it's like a video game anthology series. And they did an awesome little like 15-minute episode based on Warhammer, and it looked so cool and so awesome. And again, I'm like, I really want to try to get into this. Tried watching the same exact video, maybe made it 40 minutes this time before I just didn't know what end was up and what the hell was what. So there's just so much to it. It seems so cool and people are so passionate about it, and I want to get into it. I just don't know where the right entry point is to like have it be digestible to a new person. It feels like drinking water from a fire hose. It's crazy, but it looks awesome, and I really want to try to get into it.
Yeah, it's not one of mine. I don't like. Yeah, just it's one of those where like, could I? It's like, you know, like a Magical the Gathering. It looks cool.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. It's one where with Warhammer, I feel like I just want to have a basic understanding of it. There's no way I'd be able to have the amount of time to get super in depth into it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really interested in the models or anything. I more want to understand it from a point that'll allow me to, like the Space Marine games. They look really awesome and they're really fun. They look fun. I actually have Space Marine 2. It's in my back catalog. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. But I want to have an understanding so that when I play those games or maybe watch a movie or whatever Henry Cavill does, I'll kind of know what's going on. I don't need to be an advanced, scholar in Warhammer or do the models or anything. I don't see myself going that far into it, but I would like to just know something about, that too. I mean, the expense is crazy, but I mean, God bless those who like it. Everybody's got their thing. I know I wouldn't go that far into it, but I just want to know enough to have a base understanding to be a little bit more like excited and interested when these games come out. That's
it's
kind of
unique in that, like, it's the one IP, as far as I understand it, where like folks really get into making their own characters and models.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like we have a Warhammer store here near the one of the Italian restaurants.
We have one in where I am.
Yeah, and they go in and they buy their ceramic husk of a model, and then they buy all the paints and all the
it is phenomenal
clothing and all that kind of stuff just to make their own, to make a model of their own. So folks who are into it are really into
just
it.
So talented too. I'll have every so often my algorithm will be flushed with just a bunch of it, because I'll get stuck watching, like, not stuck. I mean, I'll be scrolling through and somebody painting a model will come up and I'll watch it, and then all of a sudden my algorithm's like, all right, we're gonna just flood all this content to your phone. And I love when it does every time, because, oh my word, are these people incredibly talented with how they paint these models. It's not just like a little bit of paint. It's we're going to use glue and then get little crumbles of dirt and this that to add texture. And all. I'm like, on these tiny, tiny little models. It blows my mind how talented they are. It seems like, and these like, again, seems like such a cool hobby. And you can always tell when a hobby's pretty cool. Generally, it's a good indication, at least, of how passionate people are for it. And my word, are the Warhammer fans passionate. So there's something there that I've been missing that I want to just get a little taste of so I can understand what it is better.
That's it. I think if Henry Cavill ever loses his way in acting, he should just do it on YouTube, top off, just painting models. I think
it'd probably be just as fruitful for him. I'm sure it'd be profitable.
I'll be there.
So will Stacey and I. That's the thing. We'll all be there.
Yeah. All the guys are like, "Oh, look at the model," and all the women are like, "I don't."
Well, did you ever see the video of him building his PC? It went viral a few years back. It's just him. It's literally a montage video of him building a PC, and it was awesome. I watched the whole thing. It was awesome.
Yeah, because he was like, he's one of us.
He's just one of us. Yeah. I mean, he's like the pinnacle of one of us, but he's still one of us.
Yeah. Just lucky in certain ways.
Incredibly lucky.
He may have a small penis. Let's just say that.
It would be the Achilles heel, because my God, is he Superman?
But Henry, if you ever want to come on, I didn't mean it. You can come on the channel.
Yeah. You can show off your Warhammer, your PC, whatever you want. We're happy to have you.
But everybody, on that note, thank you all for coming in.
What a note it was.
It was.
And it would be from my office right here. There's room for Henry. You wouldn't even have to.
You can set up a desk. You can
stream
share a
from your
desk.
own place.
Oh,
It would be
God.
right here. Yeah, right here.
Baby oiled up.
Plenty of room for Henry. Right here.
Well, on that note, then.
Yeah.
How did we get here? I do not know. We'll blame Pete and Warhammer.
Yeah, somehow it started with Pete and ended with Henry Cavill sharing a desk with Sandy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chat. Anyway, give him a canary raid and say hi from Film Club. So we're going to push you over there to the Warhammer. Have a great one for us of the week and check out my channel. It will drop, and I mean it will drop if it happens. So have a great one. Check out these guys' channels because apparently they're going to do some weird stuff with Henry Cavill models. Either way, but have a great one. Bye for now.